in a fucking Taco Bell commercial. That felt like I was looking for the nacho fries, bro.
The most dramatic of music being played in the background, and I'm hearing a Taco Bell ad kind of go on. What's going on in here, Amity? What's going on in this clip that was made 3 months ago?
I was doing like a little makeup tutorial thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was time for my eyeliner. And that's so intense. Okay, doing your eyeliner,
Uh-huh.
that's difficult task.
Okay.
So I was like, you guys, this is serious. This is serious shit right here. It's serious going on. So I started doing it, and like I play music in the background. I'm playing the like most dramatic YouTube music that I can find. And I put it on and I start doing my eyeliner, and it just reminds me of like the nacho fries commercials.
Ladies and gentlemen, AmityAven. Amity, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you? I'm so sorry for yelling at you.
It's the same energy that you, Nina, and Andy give. It's the same. It's fun. I'm used to it by now, all right? I'm getting screamed at here online. But
Yeah,
Amity, I appreciate your time. What have you been up to today?
oh my God. Okay. Can you hear that?
Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Not the outside thing. I could hear you, but what's up?
Okay,
What's going on?
good. 'Cause I got a new camera, and I'm like trying to, set up OBS to
Okay.
yeah. So I don't want you to hear my alerts, but if you didn't, then that's perfect.
Oh, you're golden. All right.
Okay, perfect. I'm actually so sick today.
What? What do you mean you're so what happened? Are you have a fever? What is it, the Rona? What are we talking?
No, I woke up with a cough. I woke up with a little cough, and I was like obviously freaking the heck out. I don't have COVID, I promise.
All
I
right.
have a little like annoying cold.
Okay.
It's so annoying.
Okay. Well, here's the goal tonight, all right? I promise we'll have you forget about your cold for at least a couple hours, all right? That is
Yeah,
the goal. I
okay.
make that promise with you. But
Okay.
Amity, I start off these shows the same way, and I tell the guests how you and I got connected. And I'll tell you this, I could not have had, I mentioned it earlier in the show before we got started here, but Andy VMG and Ninska Bins, Nina, I had them on the network one week. And network's another show where it's a content creator kickback. I have people come through and we just play games, we talk our shit and whatever.
Oh yeah.
And they told me, they're like, we're missing a third, moms. And I was like, you what? A third? I'm sorry. I was booking two. And they said, nah, you don't got Amity on. And I was like, well, you know, and then I had to prove them wrong. I said, back when I was a lot smaller, I didn't do the show. Someone's not checking their DMs on Twitter because we ain't mutuals. And so I showed it. And then a couple months went by. I'm still waiting on that, that Amity hit up. And I hit you again. I said, listen, because it can get weird. I know. So I said, listen, I don't mind this. It's been a while. The offer still stands. I would love to have you if you have me. And right away, we were able to work something out. So I'm blessed to have you here today. I'm pumped to get to know you both online and off. But 100%, they were vouching hard. And I was like, listen, guys, I'm doing my part of the job, all right? I don't know if she got a cold again. I don't know. She got another tickle in her throat there.
I can explain. I usually do not do interview shows because I told you this, because I don't shut up.
That's the point, Amity. You're actually the golden goose of this.
I expose myself. I just keep talking and I keep talking, and I get to the point where it's like, okay, Amity, maybe you shouldn't be saying this shit on Twitch. Like,
oh, we're in for a hell of a night if that's the case. All right. At least, you're going to be good. I promise you'll do awesome. But,
perfect.
Amity, again, we'll start off here. The first part of the show, we talk about the content creator's life here on the Purple platform. And so the story always starts at the very top. And the first question being, how long have you had your Twitch account in general? I'm talking about even before you streamed, if that applies.
Yeah, I was thinking about this. And so I was definitely a quarantiner. Like, I definitely came from quarantine because one of my favorite YouTubers was Call Me Kevin, not Carson, I promise. Call Me Kevin. I promise.
Okay.
I
All right. All right.
promise. And he started on YouTube. I watched every single one of his videos, and then he was like, "Oh, I'm moving to Twitch." And I think I want to say it was like May,
Mm-hmm.
like April, May of 2020. So
Okay.
that was probably around the time when I got my first Twitch account, and then I started like I was watching all of his streams, and then I moved to like Jacksepticeye, like
Mm-hmm.
Dahi Denogla, and then it was like Quackity, and then I got into all like the Minecrafters, which
Yeah.
has changed.
There's so much. There's so many of
Yeah.
them. It's
Mhm.
endless there. So you're saying
Yeah.
you joined around quarantine, the heart of quarantine too, April, May
Yeah.
2020. So then,
Mhm.
when did you go live for the very first time?
It wasn't until October, and like I think it was October. Oh my god, it's tomorrow actually, October 27th.
Happy one
Wow.
year. There you go. That's
Let's
awesome.
go.
So October 27th, 2020 was when you first started. And what got you to go live for the very first time?
Okay, this is funny because I wanted to stream. I knew I wanted to stream. First, I wanted to do YouTube, and I was like, honestly, I don't think YouTube is like as personal as I want it to
Mm-hmm.
be. So I was like, I think streaming is more my style. And then I bought all my equipment. I bought like a $1,000 PC. I bought a monitor. I bought my camera, microphone, everything. And I was too nervous to go live. I was so nervous. I was like,
Yeah.
"I can't do this. I'm not built for this." And then actually, Brandon in your chat,
Mm-hmm.
he was a streamer before I was, and he was sitting there like on Discord with me, and he was like, "You're gonna go live right now. Like you're gonna press it right now. And if you're not, I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna press it for you."
Yeah.
So he's the reason I went live for the first time, and I actually played Minecraft. So
Oh, that's a good. First off, that's a great friend. All right, someone that's gonna
yeah.
push you off into the deep end of the pool, and you're gonna sink or swim. You said you played Minecraft for the very first stream. Talk to me about the what was going through your head during that first time. You have all the shit that's going on in your screen. You have OBS. You got Minecraft. You're live for the first time. People are coming through. Tell me about your very first stream.
Honestly, it was really chill. Like, there was,
Yeah.
like, one person who stayed the whole time, and
Mm-hmm.
we were just talking the whole time, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't feel overwhelmed or anything, like, I was just trying to find a place to live in Minecraft, talking to this random person on the internet, like, I thought it was
Mm-hmm.
really fun. I had a really good time.
That's
I don't know.
awesome. I love
Yeah,
that.
it
I love
wasn't
that.
like I wasn't, like, super scared or anything once I pressed go live. I think
Mm-hmm.
I just needed the push to do it.
Definitely, definitely. And so during your time here as a streamer, when did you recognize that this was going to be a bigger part of your life? I feel like a lot of content creators and streamers, they realize they're like, oh, I'm having a lot of fun here, and I'm meeting a lot of people, the bits and subs, they can kind of be nice, this and that. When did you recognize that you wanted to be part of this content creator kind of stratosphere?
I feel like I knew I wanted to be a content creator before I started making content.
Hmm.
I felt like it was weird because it was like, I think this is what I'm meant to do. And then I actually was in front of the camera, and it felt so natural to me. It was crazy because it was
Hmm.
like, I feel like this is where I'm supposed to be. Like, I feel like this is what I'm supposed to be doing. But it wasn't till I went on Gondox and I met Nina. That's actually when I first met Nina.
Yeah.
And, like, I started making friends, and it was like,
Hmm.
"Holy shit." I think this is a little, like, counteractive to your
No,
question,
go
but I
ahead.
think when I started meeting people was when I took a step back and I was like, "Is this really for me?" Like,
Wow. Okay.
yeah,
What
that
What do you
like
mean by that? Why did you start questioning whether this was for you or not after meeting so many people?
yeah, I think it's because everybody was like I was just, like, comparing myself to too many people. Like,
Hmm.
I was like, "People are so naturally funny and so naturally outgoing, and I'm not, like, I need to try." And I don't necessarily think that's true anymore, but
Hmm.
back then, I was, like, not as confident, I think.
Mm.
So, like, it kind of punched me in the gut. It was like, I don't know if I'm really meant for this, and then especially on a show like Docs when everybody is, like, trying to get the spotlight, and,
Yeah.
like, they can so easily get the spotlight, and
Hmm.
I was like, "I don't feel like I have anything of substance to say or to
Hmm.
add," you
Hmm.
know?
So let's actually dip into that a little bit, because like you said, a lot of your kind of you would say you're stepping into who you are was when you went on Gondox and all that jazz. When you say that, a lot of the show is kind of getting your takes in, being entertaining, being funny, having your voice be heard. What was your strategy during all that? For the amount of times you've been on that show, what's your strat in going on Gondox show?
I honestly have no clue.
She's cute. See, is you playing right now? You're still playing it right now, aren't you? You're not going to give anybody any idea of what the strat is, huh?
No. I didn't have a strat, really. Like, when I went on first, like, when I interviewed, I was, like, the most confident version I've ever been of myself, ever.
Yeah.
And then, after the show, it was, like, a harsh decline. Like, it was just, like, no confidence after that. Like, it just ripped everything away from me. But then Doc was like, "If you wanna be on, you can." And I was like, "Holy shit?
Mm-hmm.
Like, are you serious?" I think my strategy for the show is, look pretty, but also I just throw in, like, one-liners and Doc laughs at them.
Yeah,
And I think
yeah.
that's really it.
Okay. Hey, you're a sniper, all right? You a sniper in comedy. You don't got to be the star of the show. You hitting the assists, all right? It's nice.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
So then with that there, all right, you said that the first time you were on that show, you were the most confident, and then over time, it was just like, why was it waning over time? You would think it was the opposite, where the more you're on the show, the more confident you become.
Yeah, I think it was really just, like, me comparing myself to other people because, like, that show is such a like, new people come and right away, they're, like, the new it person, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's just how the show is. Like, new people come and then it's like, "Oh, they're the funniest, like, they're the prettiest, they're, like, above everybody else right away," because that's just who they are.
Yeah.
And I was, like, just a regular that wasn't really growing and, like yeah, I think that kinda, like, hit me hard, but it's also, like, if I was just confident, I could easily do that too. It's just people know when you're second guessing yourself, I think.
Yeah. No, I feel that. And I appreciate you sharing that. That's some good wisdom right there. Let me ask this. It's almost your 1 year. Tomorrow is your 1 year anniversary ever since you went live. Okay.
Oh my God.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna take a little bit of an introspective look at your time here. I'm gonna ask you this. How have you as a content creator, streamer, or even a person evolved from when you first started here on this platform?
I think it's, that's a little hard to answer because, like I said, like, my mental is kind of, like, up and down,
Mm.
and not because of Twitch, but just because, like, where I let my mind go when I'm on Twitch.
Mhm.
But I think, something that it's helped me do is understand people's different perspectives on things.
Mm.
You know, like, because you have chatters who are constantly like, "Well, I think this," and, like, "I think this," and instead of me being like, "Why do you think that? That's wrong." I'm like, "No, I can see where you're coming from." Like,
Yeah.
because they explain it to you, because you're, like, trying to understand their point of view.
I love that.
So,
It
yeah.
sounds like there's a balance of empathy and then just learning, gaining knowledge from those around you. That's huge right there. You say that your mental is at check, is kind of up and down during this. Is it just all based because of the comparison, or is there anything else? I mean, I feel like mental health is such a big topic within the content creator community here.
Yeah. I think also, like, it's the comparing myself to people and,
Mm.
like, but also I talked about this, on one of my I made a YouTube video about this because I'm actually taking a break from streaming right now
Yeah.
because my mental's, like, up and down,
Hmm.
but, I didn't really, like, get to see Twitch as a hobby that long because it was, like, October, I barely started, and then I
Hmm.
would stream maybe, like, once a week, and then it was, like, lover host, and then I started meeting all these people that were like, "You need to be this way if you wanna grow. Like, if you wanna get people to like you need to dress like this or look like this or,
Wow.
like, act like this," and
Yeah.
it was like, it's more of a hobby to me, like, I didn't really
Hmm.
get to feel like it was just fun to me, like, it was just kinda work right away, and I was
Mm.
surrounding myself with people who made it work,
Hmm.
and it
Hmm.
was like and then not to mention, like, I hate to bring this shit up, but
Yeah.
I don't wanna trauma dump on you
Go.
moms.
It's my job here. I'm prepared for this. I'm prepared for this, Amity. All right, go ahead, please.
I feel like yeah, and I think Nina can relate to this too,
Hmm.
to everything that I said previously, but
Yeah.
I also I a lot of shit happened to me before I started streaming, and I think it was
Mm.
my coping mechanism, and I was like, "I don't need to deal with any of that. I can just stream and forget about it." So,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I think I have a lot of unresolved issues in my life, I think, but I'm
100%.
ready to figure it out and, like, get help over them, so,
Yeah.
you know.
There's a lot to break down from there. And one of the things that I really want to commend you for is being able to separate yourself from, I mean, the wild chase of wanting to be a creator here. I think a lot of people start streaming and everyone wants to make it big. Everyone wants to do this, and that. But
Yeah.
knowing that, or having the self-awareness of saying, I'm not doing too well. And I haven't been able to enjoy the platform or what I'm doing just yet because so quickly you went from press and go live to going on one of the biggest shows on the platform to now rubbing elbows with everyone around you. And while that can be perceived as a blessing to most and all, they don't understand what you had to gone through. They don't understand that you're still learning and you're trying to, I guess, even say enjoy what's going on here. You got to love what you're doing first before you can then position and say, all right, how do I make this work in a grander scale? So I'm proud of you for taking that break. Let's talk about the now then. How is that break going now that you've had some time for yourself?
Um, I've been doing really well. I'm
Mhm.
actually really proud of myself because I've been going to the gym, I've been eating healthy. I feel like I was in a spot where, like, depression was kinda taking over and I, like, didn't wanna get out of bed, like, I didn't
Yeah.
wanna do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, making myself healthier so I have energy to do more things, and I actually miss streaming, and I remember being at a
Mhm.
part where a point in my life where I just was like, "Oh, I need to stream tonight. Like, I need to stream tonight."
Mhm.
And that should never be how it is, like, especially not as a hobby, like, this is something that I used to love,
Yeah.
So I
Definitely.
never wanna think about it as, like, work, that's
Mhm.
horrible, especially not when I have a community like this, like, I love them to death, and I never want them to think like, She doesn't wanna see us," Like, that's
Amen.
horrible.
Amen. Is there any take on when you possibly will return?
Yes, I actually wanna come back, on Monday. I wanted to yesterday, but then I got sick.
Okay. But I'll do this interview. I'll do this whatever show.
Moms, anything for you, moms,
Stop.
okay?
All right, you're taking out of Nina's playbook, all right, now, Amity. No, that I said this during her show. Compliments will get you everywhere. Relax. Again, this is not Lover Host. This ain't Gondok show. You don't gotta butter me up. It's all right. I'm ready to go. But Amity, here's the thing, all right? Here's the thing. Myself, I've only been around since January 2020. I started streaming in May 2020, right? And so I haven't been everywhere on Twitch. There's so many things to watch and see out there. And so when I have guests on, I always try to find some sort of middle ground, some sort of way that we can connect and maybe even catch up. And so I'm on your channel right now and I have 3 clips of yours.
Okay.
And I just want you to catch me up. What am I missing from an AmityAven stream? All right. So I have 3 of your clips. Don't worry. I've got your back. I would not. This is part of the trusting part of the exercise of the show. All right. I got you. This first one, you could listen along on your end if you'd like to, if you're watching the stream and unmute. But I'm going to switch over scenes here. This first one is it just says Taco Bell. All right. So we're going to listen on here. All right. We'll listen. It's 22 seconds long. And I'll have you explain what's going on in the clip. All right. That's
Got
it.
it.
Okay. Let's listen in.
Let's go! Holy shit! That felt like I was in a fucking Taco Bell commercial. That felt like I was looking for the nacho fries, bro.
The most dramatic of music being played in the background, and I'm hearing a Taco Bell ad kind of go on. What's going on in here, Amity? What's going on in this clip that was made 3 months ago?
I was doing like a little makeup tutorial thing,
Mm-hmm.
and it was time for my eyeliner, and that's so intense, okay? Doing your eyeliner,
Uh-huh.
that's difficult task.
Okay.
So I was like, "You guys, this is serious. This is serious shit right here.
Yeah, yeah,
Serious
yeah.
going on." So I started doing it, and, like, I play music in the background. I'm playing the, like, most dramatic YouTube music that I can find. And I put it on and I start doing my eyeliner, and it just reminds me of, like, the nacho fries commercials.
I love that. That's the what's the order in Taco Bell? What's the order? If we're
Oh
at a
my
Taco
god.
Bell right now, what you getting?
I am a slut for quesadillas.
Okay, what's an absolute slut for them? What is the
A slut for quesadillas. But they discontinued them. They discontinued the
Whoa.
quesadillo.
Wait, quesarito. Explain to me the build of that, because I hear you on that. What's the build of a quesarito?
It's like rice. You gotta get the chicken.
Okay.
And then I think it's some kind of like spicy ranch sauce. I'm not sure. Wrapped in a quesadilla, like a, you
Oh
know.
my gosh,
Oh
that
my
sounds
god.
delicious. So that's
Bring
the
them
move.
back.
Bring them.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I like the nacho fries, but I feel like they're pretty. You know, they're basic too. I don't know. The Crunchwrap Supreme's always good, but the
I love the
quesarito's the
fries.
move. All right, I'll keep a tab on that. I'll make sure I know the next time they
Yeah.
drop. I'll tweet at you that too. I'll remind you. All right, that's the first clip. It's easy, right? There's nothing to be worried about. I've got your back. I've done this plenty of times. This next one here, this next clip here, I'm very confused even by the still alone. All right, so this next clip here. Don't adjust your settings here, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Twitch. Or you could possibly watch it on YouTube. This is not the hub, but some shit's going down here that I just need to understand. All right, so it's 18 seconds long, and we're just gonna enjoy. All right, we're gonna enjoy. I'll have you explain what's going on.
Okay. Ready? That was so high, bro. That was a good throw. Was that not a good throw? I hate this dog. I hate this dog. That was a good throw. Thank you.
What is this role play doggy boy doggy style? What is going on here, Amity? What's going on here? What did I just watch?
This is Squala. He was visiting, and it was my birthday week. And for some reason, he put in my Discord, you guys get Amity to 200 subs tonight. I will dress as a dog. And I got to 200 subs that night, and he actually freaking did it, which that's all. I got a new dog, is all I can say, actually. His name is Crust.
This whole bit. How long did this last for? I'm trying to understand what this bit is all. So he dressed up as a dog and you just fed him treats all night? How did this go?
He was just in the background, like he would get on the bed and like chew up my toys. Like actually, he would bark and cry. It was insane. Honestly, I can't even like explain it to you because I don't know what the heck was going on. I wasn't even a part of it. It was like between him and my Discord. Like I
I have a connecting question into this, but I don't have any proof of it. But I also noticed that when I was doing my research on you, a lot of people claim that you have people in your basement. Is this one of these basement scenarios of you put Squala there after this bit? I'm confused. There's just people are willing to go hand and foot and do whatever here on your stream. I love it though. It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Yeah, they're all in my basement. Squala's actually, he does reside in my basement. Yeah. He lives down there. He actually cleans it too. It's really nice of him.
That's not bad. Honestly, meet in the middle right there. Meet in the middle. At least don't pay rent. Just live in the basement. Clean it up a little bit. All right.
Exactly. I'm so nice.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know what they're. I don't know what they're talking about. All right. I don't know what reviews of whose Amity is. All right. I don't know. I don't understand that. But that's the second clip. All right. Easy. Again, speaking of your birthday week, I got one last one here, and it is of your birthday. Right here, we've got you, what seems to be holding a cake. Let's just take a listen and take this in, all right? Let's take in the full gravity of what we're about to watch here, ladies and gentlemen, okay? 17 seconds long.
To your face and, like, tells it down. Hold the cake.
of a chocolate rock. Reaper's name is back here, but like...
I'm going to try my best for a moment to not act like this was a hostage video, all right? I'm going to try my best for a moment. Why did you have such fear? What is this? There's a look you gave. What is going on here in this clip? Why do you look so uncomfortable, so not willing to smile? It's your damn birthday, ma'am. What's going on here?
Listen, no, I just didn't want to drop the cake. I spent so long making sure it was perfect. Look at the blood next to the shark. It's gorgeous. I just didn't want to drop it. And I couldn't see myself. Mm-hmm. So I was like, do I look cute right now? Just like,
fair. Okay.
Can I hide my face? Like, do I look okay?
Well, tell me this. You said it was birthday week. I myself also celebrate birthday week. I love it. What were some of the highlights? What were some of the best things that occurred during your birthday week?
So I think my birthday was probably like one of the best days that I've had in so long, because I went on a game show. I won that game show. And then I went outside and all my friends were here just like drinking and having a good time. And it was so fun. It was so fun.
That's
such
so
a good day.
sick. What a full day. Did you win any money on that game show?
I did. I won. It was like $20. And then the host was like, oh, here's like an extra 10 because it's your birthday. And I was like, oh my God, that's so nice.
Hell yeah, that's dope. What's the any gifts? What was the best gift of the birthday this past season?
Oh, my best gift. Oh my God. My friend, like my best friend, bought me tickets to see Tyler the Creator.
What?
In February. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That's a good ass friend. You're right. Perfect.
Dude, I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. I love that. Yeah. Well, this is clearly a great day. It was a great week. Awesome cake. Just wish you smiled a little bit more. Again, it felt, whoever was videotaping this, I don't want to clown too hard, but it felt very like I was watching one of those, like, you know, at the beginning of like a serial killer movie where they're kind of like shaky video camera, and I felt it. I laughed so fucking hard. I watched this at least 5 times. And I was like, "What is who behind the camera is holding the knife to tell you to smile?" That's what I'm trying to see here.
It was Squalla, and let me tell you.
Squalla's 2 for 2.
Let me tell you. I think he was getting revenge, okay? But like he like pre-knew, like he knew the crust situation was gonna happen, and he was like, I already hate this bitch. So
why is he getting his revenge? What did you do to him?
What have I not done to him?
Fair play. I'll refer back to the doggy clip. You're right. My bad. On me. And see, just like that, Amity, those are the 3 clips. It's easy, right? It's a cakewalk, no pun intended. However, I don't know if you've ever watched this show. As much as I love Twitch, and I do, I also love Twitter. I love it so much. And I got 3 of your tweets here with me. And I just want to talk about them, Amity. I just want to talk about some of these tweets you're putting out there in the world. It's public information, all right? So people get a taste of who you are, especially offline, this purple platform, all right? This first one here, we're going right into controversy, all right? You posted this August 1st, 2021 at 2:09 p.m. And it reads, anyway, the first Space Jam is bad too. Why would you say something so wrong and hateful to to an entire generation? What is this about? What is this about?
Are you lying? It was bad.
How is it bad?
I went back to watch a little bit and I literally couldn't finish it. I was like, I'm not going to do this. But to be fair, I've never been a huge fan of Space Jam, so it's not nostalgic to me, you know? Okay. It's nostalgic to a lot of people.
But here's the thing. You're entitled to your opinion, no matter how wrong it is. And I just want to know, though, why is it so bad in your eyes? Why is it so bad? Why did it suck?
The acting is so bad.
All right.
It's so cringy. Come on, moms. You need to look past your nostalgia and just admit that it's just a bad movie.
Okay, I'll give you the acting's bad, but that's part of the charm, all right? You had Michael Jordan. You had, that one dude from Newman from Seinfeld. You're right. But tell me this then. If it was so bad, if the movie sucked so much, why'd you dress up as Lola Bunny for Halloween then? Huh?
Because I said the next person who gives a sub can pick my new outfit, and they picked that, and I was like, "Whatever."
Okay.
It
All right.
was I
All
baited
right.
them. I baited
All
them.
right. Okay. Fair play. Fair play. Classic streamer move right there. I love that.
Yeah,
What's
yeah.
what's the move for Halloween this year? What are you going as, if I may ask, or is that a surprise?
No, it's not a surprise.
Okay.
I don't think I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna
Mhm.
wait until that Monday, but I am gonna go to Austin actually to
Nice.
hang out with my friends,
Mhm.
and I'm going to be Sydney Prescott from Scream.
Oh my goodness. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. Oh, that's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun one. That's gonna be a hell of a time. Austin, just the hub of where everyone's at. Plus your fit. It's gonna be a hell of a night. All right. I'm gonna
Yeah,
wait.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna wait for the Twitter updates. All right. If there aren't some sloppy tweets
excited.
there, you're not living it up there enough. That's what I'm hearing. I love that.
So true. You'll see them. Don't worry, you'll see them.
We gotta have that fit check too. Since you're not going live, we definitely gotta have the fit check
Oh,
there.
absolutely. I'm gonna go all out. Like,
Hmm.
I wanna put blood all over my face, like exactly where she has hers, and then,
Hmm.
like, I wanna carry around a phone, like an old phone.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh, that's a good. That's a great fit. That's an awesome idea. I love that. I love that. All right, that's the first tweet though. Easy. The second one, you wrote this one July 23rd, 2021. We're going back a little bit. All right, July 23rd, and you wrote this at 8:40 p.m. So this is those nighttime feels. You
Oh,
were
no.
really, you were really feeling something, and it reads this. It says, "Why am I only sexually attracted to things I fear?" What's going on here, Amity? What can we break down from this tweet? What's going on?
I don't know if you're aware,
Mm-hmm.
moms, but I am a spooky streamer. I
Mm-hmm.
only play horror games. I love things that make me uncomfortable. I find comfort in the uncomfortable things in life, you know? So I'm like, I only feel, hot when I'm playing Dead by Daylight. And I was playing Dead
Ah.
by Daylight that night.
And that
And
shit got you worked up.
that got me a little worked up, okay? And Ghostface was just like staring at me some type of way.
He's got no face. What? Ghostface? You about to ride Michael Meyer? What is going on here?
I'm from moms.
I'm confused. I don't understand. Can you explain that to me though? You said something so fascinating. You said you love the thrill of being scared, of being frightened. Tell me about that, because I don't understand. For me, I'm a complete wimp in that. Hey, I turn away from the murder scenes in a horror movie. I'll be like, yo, my phone suddenly has no notifications, but I'll look at it. Tell me
Yeah.
why that stuff excites you there.
I actually have no clue. I feel like since I was little, I've just loved like thrilling things. Like I love adrenaline. I'm such an adrenaline junkie. Like I think I realized that when I was like on a roller coaster for the first time, because I was terrified of them until I actually got on one. And I was like, I kind of fuck with this feeling. Like I
Mm-hmm.
kind of really like this.
Mm.
Like I like my stomach turning. I like that feeling. So
No, go ahead.
no, I mean, like, that's really it. I think that's why. Like, I love that feeling.
If you okay, let's take it then to the next step here. All right. Of all the characters in Dead by Daylight, which one is the most, the one that got the shot, the one that you give the thumbs up, like, yo, if you were coming for me, I ain't saying no. All right, I'll be the first one giving up in this movie. Which one is the one that you find most attractive?
Hmm. Okay, this is crazy. Pyramid Head.
Okay, I've never heard of that one. What? Why Pyramid Head?
Because he just got those muscles, you know what I'm saying? Like
Oh
he just
my
he's
gosh.
built. He is built. But then I think it's Ghostface because I just love Scream. I love the Scream franchise.
Okay. So you're more a fan of his work, Ghostface's work, whereas Pyramid, built different.
He's just
Absolute
hot.
unit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Clearly stacked. All right. Clearly stacked. We got one more tweet, and I'm kind of cheating on this one. All right. It's a little bit of a cheat tweet here. You posted
Okay.
this one October 17th, very recently. All right.
Oh, wow.
5:11 p.m. And it says, personally, I think they're all bangers. And it is a bunch of your giraffes. All right. These are currently, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this live, these are some of the stuff that she's currently sitting on that you can potentially see on her Twitter account. All right. And, just to run through a couple of them, here's one that stood out. Scary and horny are synonymous for me, or synonyms, I'm sorry, for me. Why? Again, going back to it's the same theme, correct?
Yeah,
same theme?
Yep, same thing, yeah. I don't know why I tweeted that one. I can't remember what I was doing.
Mm-hmm. That would trigger that kind of thought?
Yeah, no, it's true.
Okay. I accidentally snorted Herbalife. Help me. What the fuck is that?
No, moms, I don't want to turn this into a huge Herbalife ad. I really don't. I don't.
Too long didn't read. Yeah.
I will tell you, my mom she's an MLM, okay? She sells Herbalife.
Okay, all right.
But I like it because one product gives me a ridiculous amount of energy. And it's like a joke. It's a joke on my stream that I'm like addicted to this one product. I don't even know what it's called.
Okay.
But I accidentally snorted it once. And that's literally it. It was the worst feeling of my life.
Did it how do you even get that shit? You just have it dissolve? Are you choking on it?
It's a powder.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't even fucking remember. I don't remember. It was in my nose. And this is not an ad. It's not an ad. Don't buy Herbalife. Don't. It's a scam. It's a trap.
Hey, at some of the rages you find yourself later on this month, you might see some other Herbalifes, all right? I don't know if it's still there. Just don't snort those one either, all right? I've been to a couple parties. There was some Herbalife in the bathroom, I promise you. I ain't fucking with that, all right?
Don't fuck with the Herbalife in the bathroom.
Nah,
no.
That ain't it. One more here. It says, would you rather date someone who drives a Camaro or stay single for the rest of your life? What the fuck is that? All right. What's going on? Is there a bad thing about Camaro drivers?
Yes. Well, in my city, yeah. Everybody has a fucking Camaro. You get a job and you get a Camaro. That's just how my city works. But they're horrible drivers and they're assholes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
What is the ideal car guy? Like, what if you judge a guy by the car, when you see that car, you're like, good person, like someone that's long term. What's the car they're driving?
Don't ask me what I was about to say a van.
Okay, that's long term thinking, ma'am. All right, that's a family. What, a van?
No. It was a joke about how I like scary people.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Yeah, tinted windows, no windows in the back. That's the kind of thrill.
Offering you candy. No, okay, that's so bad. Okay, anyway.
Too soon to Halloween, ma'am. All right, you're gonna get the kids confused if they're watching this episode.
Okay. I don't know. I feel like if they don't care about their car, even better. Like, I don't know how to. Car people are a little weird.
Fair. I can get on the top of that. Yeah, you're putting way too much assets into something that's constantly depreciating. It's getting dirty. It's breaking down. I feel that. All right,
Yeah.
Amity, no more tricks up my sleeve. I promise. All right, that's literally the hardest part of the show. Okay. After that, we're gonna go into some introspective questions about your time here on Twitch, and then we'll lean into the life story. All right.
All right. Got it.
Sounds good.
Got it.
Sounds good. So first and foremost, I want to ask you this. All right. What have you learned about yourself through streaming? What have you learned about yourself through the months and almost a year of being on this platform and going live and talking to the many people that you've engaged with?
I've learned that. God, why do I get so sad right away? Okay. I learned that not everybody wants to see you fail.
Yeah.
Like, I learned that so many people are more willing to watch you grow than tear you down, honestly.
How did you come to that realization?
I feel like before I started streaming, I was like, everybody's kind of nobody really wants to see you grow. And everybody kind of just wants to they just want to rip you to shreds. But then I have a whole community of people that are I'm so excited for you to do this and for you to be this. And Amity, you have so many opportunities, and I just want to like watch you take every single one. And it's like, really? Like, it's crazy how like invested people get in just wanting to see you grow and like get better, you
Yeah,
know?
that's awesome. I think
Yeah.
sometimes I have a jaded view of this place, especially from creator to creator, where you
Oh yeah.
often see, there's some behind the scenes shit that happens and people sock their shit, people hurt each other, whatever. But I love that
Yeah.
take of you saying that because you are right. People also want to see you grow and are invested in you. Literally in real time, we're watching you grow, not just as a content creator or streamer, but as a human being and seeing
Yeah.
you develop as a person. And I think that's really cool. And that's a very underrated part of this space that we occupy here together. I love that.
Yeah.
How would you describe your streaming style? All right, especially for those that have never watched you before. If it was their first time, how would you describe what you do on stream?
I always say that I literally just play scary games. Like I like indie games.
Yeah.
I don't like like I don't wanna be, like, super hipster, but I
No,
don't
no.
like, super popular horror games. Like, I'm not a big fan of Outlast. I don't really like
Mm-hmm.
Resident Evil that much.
Mm-hmm.
I like the indie ones with the cheap ass jump scares and, like, the
Pixelated.
VHS grain filter. Yeah, I love them. I love them so much. I don't know why, but I love playing those and just talking out my ass.
Okay, what do you mean by talking out your talking your bullshit or just riffing? What's talking out your ass look like?
I just say whatever the fuck comes to my mind, and people are like, "What?" Like, sometimes they're like, "Are you, like, high right now?" And I promise you I'm never high. I'm never drunk on stream. I do not drink on stream because then it gets even worse, and I
Oh
just
my god.
I just don't have a filter.
Yeah. Man, that might be worth the content though. That might be you popping off there. It's Amity After Dark kind of shit there. That's funny. I like that. But all right, so you mess heavily with kind of, it sounds like the horror genre, but it's like old
Yeah,
school horror genre, plus a little bit of out of pocket just chatting. I like that. That's
yeah,
dope. That's
exactly.
dope. If I ask your community though, Amity, all right, let's talk about the people that invest their time into watching you and engaging in your community and in your content. If I ask your community who you are, and I had no idea prior, what do you think they would say to me? And give me both the troll answer, because everyone's got to be a troll in the community. It just happens every time. But also,
Oh,
what
yeah.
do you think their honest answer would be too?
They would say the troll answer is that I'm a furry. I'm not a furry. I feel like every streamer is a furry, you know? I promise you I'm not a furry.
Okay, hold on. Before we go to the second, how did we even get here? Why are they calling you that? I myself have never been called the furry yet, but I'm a little bit concerned. What's going on here?
There's so many different reasons. Okay, I remember I was friends, with somebody named Snickies, and they were like, "Hey, Amity, do you think Gil from Finding Nemo is hot?" And I was like, "Yeah, he's got, like, a 6'4" vibe to him, you know? Like, he's like that started it. That was
It's a
it." And then
fish.
after
How do you give a vibe of 6'4"?
he's a 6'4" fish, like, tell me I'm wrong. Like, he just has that energy. Like, he has that, like, big dick energy.
Now we got a fat cock. You can't do that. You fucking big dick energy 546. All right, and so they called you out on that.
Yes, but then it progressed because I was like, well, Scar is the same way. And now it's like this whole thing that I'm in love with Scar. And yeah, I have Scar emotes.
Oh my god. I don't often agree with the community. I'm usually working with the streamer. But I don't know. You're getting worked up over someone that murdered or tried to murder people in a cartoon. All right.
Okay, but I like the slasher films. So like it makes sense.
Is it literally
Like,
the
why are you
scar on
guys
the face?
surprised?
What was it about Scar that got you worked up watching?
I like that he's evil.
You were rooting for him during that. You're like, "Ooh, come on." God.
I got a little sad, you know? I was sad when he died.
You're like,
We got a little sad.
hey, fuck the Timon and Pumbaa shit. Let's get to the Scar, all right? I want to see more of this.
Bro, his song in The Lion King is
Yeah.
so good. It's
Okay.
so
Yeah.
good.
Oh, yeah. No, no one's debating that.
He's voiced by Jeremy Irons. Like, how is he not hot to you people? Come
All
on.
right. You've made a good case, all right? You've made a good case. Fair play. So then let's go
Yep.
into the honest answer, all right? Beyond all the troll, the personas, and the furriness, then what about you as a content creator? Honestly, do you think your community would say of you?
I get a lot of I think this is, like, one of the biggest compliments that I get, but I get it so often, is that I'm very genuine. I
Hmm.
get, like I'm not acting a certain way, like, I'm
Yeah.
just myself. I love when people say that because
Hmm.
that's really what I try to do. Like, I just wanna be myself, like and I try to be as personal as possible. There are things that, like, maybe I'll take time with coming out with, but, like,
Hmm.
eventually I'll do it because, like, that's just my style. Like, I just wanna be personal and, like, genuine, and
Yeah.
I want people to come to me to feel comfortable,
Hmm.
and, like, I want them to be genuine with me, it's just, like, it's a give or take relationship. It's weird when people are like, "Your viewers or your fans," and it's like, "No, we're all
Hmm.
friends." Like, we're all a little family.
Hmm. I will say this: you are a natural at this. Like hearing you speak on the other end and going the back and forth. Like I could see why Doc gave you the thumbs up to be a regular and this and that. Like you're very good at
Oh.
this. You're very good at articulating your thoughts. And again, I part of me does want to see more of the out of pocket, but we could wait on that one. I could wait until TwitchCon to see more of the out of pocket Amity. Hopefully, Nina and Andy are there too, so I could see the triple
Oh,
threat. Um,
I love when we're together because it's just chaos. I
mhm.
fucking love us.
Oh my goodness. I'm in. I'm in. All right.
Yeah.
Let's flip the script on him. All right. You got to
Okay.
describe your community, or you got your community to describe you. But I want you to describe your community. How would you describe your community to me? If I showed up on your stream and said, "Yo, Amity, tell me about the lovely faces that are surrounding my own in your chat," how would you describe your community to me?
They love to fuck with me.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's natural. Like your Twitch chat loves to fuck with you. That's just
Hmm.
how Twitch chat is. Okay, see this one, EJ right here. This is my head
Yeah.
mod. He is the biggest troll.
What do you
He
mean?
he's the biggest troll. He
Mhm.
starts fights with me, and I I love him to death. I love him to death. But oh my god, he will fight with me for like hours.
But what kind of fight? Like, give me an example of a fight that EJ based you into.
He loves to call me a puta.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. You're right. Never mind. I see.
Yeah,
I see
it's
where you
like
have to defend yourself.
it's a sibling rivalry. That's
Yeah.
exactly what it is.
T- There are so many. So I was doing the research earlier, going through your clips, right? There are
Yeah.
so many made out of context by EJ alone. All right, so many ones where you call him like hot. So many where you just, and I wanted to throw it in, but I was just like, I don't know how to get a conversation out of this. But I see that. I like that. So your community trolls you. They give you a little.
Oh,
They give
yeah.
you a hard time. What's
Yeah.
the best prank or troll that they've done to you live on cam?
Oh my god. Oh my god. One time, I don't know what stream it was. I
Hmm.
love this story. I don't
Hmm.
know what stream it was, but they were like, "Amity, look at your Discord." And I was like, "Why?" Because I have this we created this thing called VC Gang,
Hmm.
and it's pretty much everybody who's in chat right now, they just hang out in my VC, and like it's honestly genuinely like a family.
Yeah.
They're
That's.
always in VC, they're always talking. They were like, "Check your Discord," and I was like, okay." So
Mhm.
I look at the VC, and it's literally every different person is a different body part of mine.
What? How did they get all of that?
It was like Amity's knee, Amity's left eye, and they had, like, the matching icon too. It was crazy. It was so funny. It was insane because it was like Amity's like lip, like I don't know, it was weird. It was but I loved it. It was so funny.
That is terrifying, but I like that a lot. That's so creative. What a nice little troll. How did you react to it? You just died on stream to it? You're like, what the fuck is this? Did they even explain themselves?
No, I still don't know why they did that. They were honestly just trolling. I don't even
Yeah.
think they know why they did it, but it was so funny.
I dig it. I dig it. I love that a ton. The coordination alone is commendable there. All right. Here's a bonus question here before we get into the second part of the show. All right, I want to ask you this, Amity. How has your community helped you in a way that they aren't aware of? I think a lot of times us as content creators, we get these DMs, we get notes of affirmation, as well as a little bit of hate, but affirmation saying, hey, you've done this for me, you've done that for me. I really enjoy hanging out with you in the community. But very rarely do we have the space to say how they've affected our lives, especially beyond the cameras here. So I wanted to ask again, how has your community helped you in a way that they themselves are not aware of?
I think they don't realize, maybe they think like I just have this confidence on my own, but it's like I don't think I would still be streaming if it wasn't for them, honestly. Because I've been so hard on myself lately, and they are so supportive.
Mm,
And it's like, for me, it's like, holy shit, people do like me. Like, people do want to watch me.
mhm,
I think that's insane for anybody to kinda
mhm.
to fully accept. Like, people think I'm entertaining,
Yeah. No,
and then
totally.
it's like, I take a break and it's like, "Where are you? Like, where's your streams? Like, I just wanna see you. Like, I miss you on my TV." I think, DB is somebody who said that recently. He was
Mhm,
like, "I miss you on my screen." And I was like, "Oh my god, like, that's insane." It's
mhm.
insane, and it's to a point where I just wish I could do more for them, but I'm getting to that, like, I'm getting to that phase in my life where I feel
Wow.
like I'm ready to just, like, commit to them, and, like, do
Yeah.
more for them.
Yeah, that's huge. I think that's also a very big misunderstanding between those that view the streamer and the streamer themselves, where it's like you see a streamer and they're smiling, they have bubbly energy, or they're attractive, any of that's jazz, and they see the person on screen, they're like, oh, they've got it, they've got it. They don't need me, this and that. But hearing you say that because they show up, because they support you online and off, and because they have that want of like, I fuck with what you do. I fuck with not just what you do, but who you are is
Yeah.
huge. And oftentimes that's an assumption that's dangerous. That's why it's like it's amazing to share that love and those words of affirmation. And so I'm happy that your community has been kind of reaching out, especially during your break while you've been getting yourself situated for a
Yeah.
comeback there. I love that a
Yeah.
ton. That's
They're
beautiful.
still active in my Discord, which is insane to me. Like, I have such bad, abandonment issues, and I
Hmm.
always felt like if I don't stream for a week, they're gonna leave me. And
Yeah.
I think even, like, to a point where I was like, "Maybe I won't stream for a week so I could get it over with, and they could just leave me, so I don't have to feel that later."
Wow.
Yeah, but I don't stream for a week, and it's like, "Oh, Amity, you're fine, take your time, we'll be here when you come back." And it's like, "Holy shit." I'm like,
Mhm.
"Really?"
That's crazy still to think about,
Yeah,
where it's like people actually are willing to stick around and give you the
yeah,
grace to take care of yourself. Because you do have to take care of yourself. It's the mentality of who helps the people that helps others.
yeah,
If you
yeah,
aren't yourself filled, if you're not taking care of yourself mentally, physically, all that jazz, then there's no way you can go live and be entertaining. People will see through the bullshit. You're gonna drag yourself through a couple hours of misery, and all for what?
yeah,
Just to say you went
exactly.
live. Yeah, no. I appreciate you sharing that though, Amity. That's huge. That's huge.
I'm happy that you agree because I don't think people think about that a lot. Like, I don't think people it's so easy to fake being happy, but
Hmm.
people see it. Your viewers recognize it, and they
Oh
won't
yeah.
stick around for it.
No. Who wants to, even so, like, who wants to see the person that's complaining or mad or whatever? Like, if you're not there mentally, then take care of yourself, take care of your shit. That's
Mhm.
why you see all those twitlongers or people like quitting, is because they're
Yeah,
not taking care of themselves, and,
yeah,
it's
absolutely.
a damn shame too, because there's a lot of talented people that have hung it up permanently because of that. And
Yeah,
it's, I know that that's a hot take, because for others, especially content creators that are trying to climb, they're like, well, more viewers, more this and that. But
mhm,
in the grand scheme of things, man, it's about the people. And so,
yeah,
yeah, I love that you're taking this break. I wasn't aware. I was gonna ask you. You haven't streamed in a bit, but now that I know, awesome
yeah.
reason. I'm proud of you there. That's huge.
And
And
I've never been somebody who's like numbers, numbers, numbers,
mhm,
like I when it comes to networking and stuff like that, I'd rather get to know somebody because they're a cool person than like
yeah,
their numbers. Because also, just aside from all the clout and shit like that, I don't think numbers transfer like that. I really don't.
hundred
Like,
percent.
I really
Mhm.
like I actually don't think people are gonna stick around unless you're exactly like that person, you know?
even so, like if you really want to get
Yeah,
down to the nitty gritty, like big raids, the retention rate isn't huge there. Like they'll follow
exactly.
you. You'll get a lot of follows, which is awesome. But like stream again in a week and see who shows up from that raid. Or
Exactly, and then I'm so niche that it's like,
mhm.
I don't wanna just watch, like, this random girl that plays scary games and that's it, you know? Like, so I'd rather just, like, get people who are genuinely interested in my personality than like,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's friends with somebody, so I'm
Mhm.
gonna watch her." Like,
Yeah.
no.
Definitely. No, you're 100% right on that. And that's why I agree with you too, where it's like the numbers, like, they matter to an extent, but like if your content ain't there, it ain't there. And especially if you're not there, you're not there. So
Yeah.
take care of those things first, and you can worry about, the digits of it all. But
Yeah, exactly.
Amity, just like that, that's the first part of the show. It's easy.
Oh,
It's a breeze. It's nothing to be. Were you at all nervous prior to coming on
I
here?
was so nervous.
What in the world? Why is everyone
I was
saying that?
so nervous.
What's the biggest worry? What's the biggest
Yo,
worry about coming on here?
you've interviewed some crazy people. Yeah, especially
Uh,
Andy and Nina, the loves of my lives.
I love them.
Like, I love them to death. I
Yeah.
literally was talking to Andy yesterday. I love
Mhm.
her so much.
Oh my gosh, so lucky. She's someone I'm having on another show in a couple weeks, but I would love I will tell you already, like I enjoy talking to you so much. I would love to have you all three and together and just
Oh,
let's
yeah.
let's chop it up, all right? Let's shoot the shit, spill some tea, and not too much tea, but we'll have a fun time there. But like I said, that's the first part of the show. We're going into the heart of the show is life story. I have 3 bathroom breaks built in. Do you need to use the
Okay.
restroom at all or get any water?
Yeah, I could use some water,
Go ahead.
actually.
Go ahead.
Okay,
It's all you.
perfect, perfect.
Yeah.
Yay!
We'll switch
Okay,
places after.
be right back.
All right. Not a problem. And all of you watching here live on Twitch, again, exclamation mark Q into the chat. If you have any questions, comments, words of affirmations, maybe even a little bit of roasts that you want to toss over to Amity, I will read them after the life stories is finished. But it'll be a fun time, man. I'm having fun. I did not. This has been a breeze. This has been a breeze of a show. Amity's she's carrying, man. Moms, please ignore this question. No, I can't guarantee you. Have all 3. There you go. Pee poo. Don't start them. Hey, go ahead. She's gonna drink water for the first time. Why you guys? You guys are. I'm gonna be honest with you. I read everything you motherfuckers are saying, man. You guys are brutal. All right. You guys are hooing her. You guys are telling her. I sent her hate raids. Don't think I didn't see that shit. All right. Don't think I didn't see the hate. Also, I feel bad for the raid, but it was in the middle of it, man. I'll tweet out Luke Diamond. I appreciate that raid. Hopefully the mods shouting him out. Us? Never. EJ, I also saw you said it was for a soundboard. I don't know if that's better or worse. All right, EJ, if that's better or worse that you're clipping or saying that shit for a soundboard. Crazy. What? I don't know. We're so sweet. Y'all are nice. I like this. You guys are a great crowd. I feel like a stand-up comedian doing this show time, and not even an interviewer. It's just because we riff here. Moms, you didn't see who I was simping for, right? No, you're good. Don't worry. Moms, you're not supposed to read the chat. Hey, this is the bathroom break. We have 3 of these. Cassie, I hope you, for y'all sakes, she knows about it. I was giving cat. EJ, I know. I got you. The soundboard is pretty gross. It's pretty disgusting, EJ. All right. I send only 8 raids. I'm spiteful. Spanish is a freak, dude. I respect her. Just don't tell her that I said that. All right. Hey, we'll delete the chat. Don't worry. It's off the record. I'm the sappy ass in her chat. Y'all are so nice now when she's not here, man. What the fuck? Y'all are mods. Maybe if she answered my text, craze. I'm sorry. All right. Play a little Marvin's Room by Drake there. That's a tough one. All right. Left on red there. I'm sorry. We did not ask if Trickster is hot. I did not ask if Trickster is hot. I can't help you that. I'm gonna read that one aloud. All right. Respect women, but don't let them know. Just can't let them know, right? Trans can't let them know. We're honestly nice, and the rest troll with their love. I know. This happens time and time again. It's pretty undefeated that any person that I interview, the community always likes to rile them up because I know that they're kind of looking at the chat, and so it's kind of like you guys are, embarrassing her or roasting her, and she can't really defend herself because she's talking to me. I've done this enough times. I've seen it. We can't let her catch us slipping. True. Don't ever. Hey, hold your crown right here. Maybe if she would stop bragging into my room while I was working. What is she? Oh, barging. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's again, ladies and gentlemen. I talk. I don't read. All right. Tiny Stinky. Oh my god. Look at what it's all. Your your community is hilarious, Amity. Your community is so fucking funny.
What are they saying?
They're kind of like pseudo roasting you, but also saying nice shit. It's like both. And I told them, I was like, I know that she could see you while we're talking, and I know she can't really defend herself while we're doing this. But here, I'll use the restroom real quick. I'll probably get some water. But the chat is yours. Give me about a minute, all right? I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Perfect. Oh, man. Is he gone? Listen here, you little shits. Listen here, you little shits. What are you saying? What are you saying? Hi, guys. Hi, guys. Ravitat, not you, baby, not you. Oh, thank you, Veiling. Thank you. EJ, stop. You can't call me a puta in public. Am I yelling? Bondo! Bondo! Hi, Bondo! Spanish, stop! Thank you, Savage. Hi, Kiara. I missed you too. Hi, Liz. Guys, Liz, I saw Liz. Her first message was like, you look so pretty. I too like the things that fear me. Let's go, Fairy. See, you understand. You understand, Fairy. Do you have a Yosuga no Sora statue? No. Should I get one? I feel like I should turn these lights off because I don't know why they always blink like that. Spanish, please don't piss on my lawn. I literally said something nice and she called me a little shit. No, Veiling, not you. No, Veiling, not you, not Fairy, not Rabbitat. Guys, I'm so sick. You guys are little angels in my eyes. It's my people. It's EJ. It's the Spanish. It's the Chiclet. It's the Transvine. It's the Craze. Mari! Hi, Mari! The Scar Talk made me feel accepted.
No, they little shits, Amity. They little shits too. Don't think you.
They're
also shits, man. By the way, my bathroom's not even that far away. Right? I was just looking at myself.
Oh, you're fine.
They are 100% shits, man. I agree with you. We gotta. That's the thing. The streamers, we gotta work together. There's something about communities. It's undefeated. Every community just loves destroying, especially the mods, destroying the streamer there, and as is there. But I like it. That's probably.
It's like a bonding technique, I think.
Mm-hmm. You're right. It's weird. You're right. It's like a sibling rivalry. I never take what they say seriously, which in that regard. But you're right.
Exactly.
You're right. I appreciate that. Well, Amy, like I said, we're going to be leaning here into the second part of the show. It's the life stories. It's the heart of what I do. It's what I've done since day one, and it's my favorite part of the show. It's why we do what we do here. Before we get started, I want to tell all those that are watching live here on Twitch, on the future on YouTube, or listening on Spotify, and especially you, Amity, this, all right? Any individual that's willing to share their life story, even just a part of it, should be honored and respected. This is, sure, by formality, it's called an interview, but more so a conversation. And this is the part of the show where I will say this openly, you have complete control over. Now, it's in my nature as the host that I'm going to ask you questions. But if ever there are any questions that are too deep, too personal, uncomfortable at all, feel free to give a non-answer, a vague answer, or just ask me to move on. I have no problem with that. That comes with the job. All right?
All right. Got it.
Sounds good. So the first part here, I give that whole spiel, and the first thing we're going to talk about is essentially your family and your upbringing when you were younger there. So without doxing yourself, Amity, whether you give us a general location, city, state, whatever it may be, where were you born or raised?
I say this all the time, so it's fine. Like I've been in El Paso, Texas, like my whole life.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dope. Any siblings?
I have an older brother, and that's it. And he's my stepbrother, technically.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have a theory here. As the youngest in the family, especially, there's so. Do you have this sibling rivalry here? Do you feel like you get away with shit? Do you feel? I mean, we're automatically the favorite / most good looking / funniest / most successful, but obviously. But tell me about being the youngest in your family there.
Well, I feel like especially right now, it's weird because my brother is a truck driver and he just does whatever the hell he wants. He's always been able to do that. But like my parents, it's always something. It's always like, I don't really want you to go out of town with your friends. Like, and it's like my brother literally is halfway across the US in one day. And like, what? I don't know. But I think also, and like on a bigger scale, he didn't finish college. And now I'm kind of like iffy about college.
Yeah. Okay.
So my parents are like, you better fucking finish college, especially because, they're Mexican and it's like they're super strict about college.
Yeah.
So I feel like he kind of fucked me up a little bit there. But I don't blame him because college is stupid. But like, I mean, it's not stupid, guys. Go to college. But like, if you want, you don't have to go to college.
I feel that though, especially again, being the youngest, 100% protective. They want you to be on the right track in terms of finishing your degree and being safe and this and that. Tell me, what's the dynamic between you and your brother?
I love my brother to death. Like, I love my brother so much. I remember in high school, we hated each other. Like, when I was in high school, we wouldn't even speak to each other. We lived in the same house, and we would just act like we didn't exist. Like, it was crazy. But I think it's because in middle school, we used to fight a lot. And then in high school, he has ADHD. And, like, he started taking medication for it, and it kind of made him a little it made him meaner, So he would just like leave me alone. Like he would not talk to me at all. And then he moved out and we got so close. Like we just started bonding over video games. I actually play games because of him.
Oh, wow. That's sick.
Yeah. When I was little, I used to like sit on a beanbag chair and just watch him play his freaking GameCube.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. I like that. What changed? Why suddenly, your brother moves out and then suddenly this connection, after all these years of being so close in proximity to each other, now when he leaves is when you're like, oh, actually, we can have a relationship as siblings.
Yeah. My parents are they're really good parents, but I think my house is kind of like there's a lot of trauma around my house, and I feel like it's kind of it was a hostile environment when he moved out. So I think he moved out and he kind of got into a more clear headspace and he was like, okay, I'm ready to have a relationship with somebody who's living in that house because there is a lot of like, it's kind of a house like that grew with trauma.
Yeah. No. Okay. No, that's awesome that you were able to find though, or your brother was able to find that space and be like, all right, well now I can actually have some breathing room and develop a relationship, even though after all those years we were in in the same household. It still doesn't mean that a relationship can form, especially like you said, if it's one that has a bit of shit going on in the background there. Let's talk about the parents, though. Tell me about your parents. Was it a strict household growing up for you?
It was more strict. It's weird because it was more strict for my brother because he had like a super hardcore gaming addiction and ADHD. My dad was really, really strict on him. I think like watching him be strict and like watching my brother constantly get in trouble, I was like so scared to step out of line. Because I just didn't want to deal with that. Like I didn't want to get yelled at like that, So I was always a really good kid. And I think now in my 20s, I'm a little crazier. And my parents are like, whoa, like, where is this coming from? But it's, who is this? Who is this?
So tell me about that transition, though. That's fascinating because now they are seeing you become your own, have this identity, really live into your own life. And you're not this young woman that they saw in the household that was very, back straight up, making sure everything's correct because, the troublemaker's my brother. I'm not going to be the troublemaker, but my brother's the troublemaker. So tell me now that this, this balance is shifting, into who you are more as yourself. How is it
Yeah.
in the household as they see you grow into to an adult?
Well, before I started streaming, I
Mm.
was talking about like how a lot of shit happened. My parents actually separated before I started streaming.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like my mom understands, but my dad is still very strict. My dad's a police
Oh.
officer.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm good. I got nothing on you here. That
Yeah.
changes half my questions.
Yeah.
I don't like.
He's very not even just that. He is
Yeah.
a detective. He got
Shit.
a promotion to be a detective. So
Jeez.
even more.
Yeah.
Even more of that.
Damn. All right. So
Mhm.
but your mom understood that side of you as an individual there.
Yeah.
Like you said, tell me this. All right. I want to know. It's story time, Amity. Give me one story from both your mom and your dad. One of for each. All right. Tell me a lesson that they've instilled in you that you hold into your heart to this very day. Something that you still apply into your life.
Um, hmm. I have the worst memory from when I was little, but I can tell you recent things,
Hmm.
even though like they might not be as positive. They might kind of paint them in a bad picture. They are good parents, but it's just a lot has happened recently that's kind of like I don't know. It's they haven't been in the best situations recently, I
Yeah.
think. But my mom, she took a break and she's the one who kind of moved out and she went on this little journey of like self-discovery and it's like
That's
it's
it.
crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm so proud of her because she's like finding her happiness again. She's doing what she loves. And it's like even though I did feel kind of abandoned, it's like you could find yourself and get connected with yourself no matter where you are in life. And it's like I'm so proud of her for
Wow.
doing that.
Wow. That's
Like
awesome.
yeah, like she did what was best for
Hmm.
her and I in the end I think it was what was best for everybody else too.
When you see that from your mom, what do you see? I guess, how do you correlate that into your own personal life?
I think it kind of helps me realize, especially with streaming,
Hmm.
it was like sometimes you need to hurt others to kind of heal yourself, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Like it's not a bad thing to take a step back in order to heal yourself
Yeah.
because I felt like that was streaming. It was like I don't want to leave you guys. Like I don't want to hurt you guys
Hmm.
in order to fix myself, but it's something that needs to be done,
Mm.
you know?
Wow. Holy. This is the first part of the section of the show. You're hitting me with dimes right now. You're hitting me with some great wisdom. No, I appreciate you sharing that. That's you're spot on. I love especially, I think in life there's this stigma in society that says that if you are older, you already should be on a certain track. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
this thing of where, oh, you're this age, you should be married. You're this age, you should have a house. You're this age, you should be in your prime career. But the
Yeah.
fact that your ma had the wherewithal and the strength especially to kind of middle finger to society, say, yo, no, I want to rediscover what's going on. I want to reassess where I am in life. And that you got to witness that and apply that into your own, that's huge. That's what it's all about.
And I feel like especially because growing up, I would butt heads with my mom so hard
Mm.
because she was so traditional. She was
Yeah.
she was like super Mexican, like Catholic mom.
Hmm.
And I was like, I don't want to offend anybody, and I'm sorry if this is like super crazy, but I
Yeah.
was always kind of like, fuck religion.
Yeah.
Like the priests, I know the priests are fucking cheating on their wives and shit, and they're over here preaching to us saying like this crazy, like you need to obey your husband. Like, huh?
Mm. Mm. That.
No, I was never like that. And my mom was like, don't ever question
Mhm.
religion. Like, and now she's doing it, and she's like, maybe I'm not Catholic. Like, and it's like, I'm so proud of you,
Mhm.
like for progressing like this.
How did you go through that through life, always clashing with the tradition? Because I see that as well. Myself, Filipino, I got old school Filipino parents. There's some of the tradition that I still hold on to. There's a lot of the older traditions that I'm like, I don't know if I fuck with that. How did you
Yeah.
live in the same household as kind of, because tradition, I would say, almost parallels pretty well with strict, because
Oh
this is
yeah.
how it's done kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of like it was a balance of like trying to fall in line, but also if something was super extreme, I loved fighting about it.
I see.
Sometimes I loved fighting with my mom about it because I knew I was right, and I knew that's what pissed her off, is that she knew I was right, you know?
Why you girl bossing your ma at such a young age? Amity, give her a break.
I needed to do it to survive.
You're it's all leading up to this Halloween party in a couple weekends is what I'm hearing, all right? Out of pocket. I like that though. How about your dad? Give us one of your dad.
I feel like this is something that is probably more rooted in trauma, and I love my dad to death. I've always been closer to my dad than my mom. Like, I am exactly like my dad. We are the same person. But something that he taught me, I played volleyball, like, my whole life. I was always
Nice.
in volleyball. And I think they did it to kind of guide me on the right track, like, to help me stay in line. And, um one time, I did really bad in one game, and he was so angry at me, and I wasn't a bad player, I was never bad, but I had one bad game, and he was so mad. It was like it kinda felt like he was disappointed in me, and I was like, "Holy shit, like, this is serious." And he was like, "I told you, if you do bad, somebody else is gonna take your spot." And that has always stuck with me.
Damn.
Yeah.
How does that apply? How does that apply with you today? Because that's a heavy one. That's a heavy one. I agree with that one too. But how does that apply to your life right now?
I'm constantly in fear of being replaced. Like, constantly. Like, that is such a huge fear that I have.
Yeah. And that makes perfect sense in terms of the alignment of why it was so hard for you to take a break.
Yeah.
Because you're scared that what if they find someone else to watch, or what if they no longer want me? And I hear that time and time again on this platform and in content creation in general. And I think that's such a dangerous mentality, but at the same time, it can also be looked at as competitive. Your dad just wanted you to be the best in whatever you did there. But I feel that. I appreciate you sharing those two things. Let's do something right here. All right, let's do a little exercise right here, Amity. Okay. All right, I don't consider myself a content creator. I consider myself someone who captures and creates memories and moments. All right, this show right here is kind of like a time capsule, because whether you want to go on YouTube and see this video again in a year, 5 years, 10 years from now, you can always revisit it and see who you were at this specific moment in time. So for this question here, I'm going to ask you this. Father Time is undefeated, and time is always moving forward. What's something that your family should never forget about you? Or what's something you'd like to tell your family as you continue your journey in life? Who knows where you're going to be in the next 5 years or what you'll be doing? But what is something they should always remember about you no matter where you go in this world?
I feel like I don't think they understand. And it's because 'cause I'm always talking shit about my city and how much I wanna leave, and I don't think they realize how much I actually love them, and I feel like that's kinda cliché, and, like, probably everybody says that shit, but I'm always, like, trying to get out of the house, and, like, I know there's a lot of trauma stuck here, but I'm proud of them. I think I couldn't have asked for better parents, honestly. Oh my god, my dog.
Totally fine. You'd be surprised at how not many people say that. And I think that's
Really?
huge. Yeah. No, I think it's huge to have somewhere noted that your parents know that they love you, or that you love your parents. Because
Yeah.
again, similar to streaming, we hear our parents tell us, I love you, take care of this and that. But how many times do we tell them that they're doing a good job? How many times have we had the opportunity to say, hey, thanks for taking me as far as you have right now in life? So I love that. I agree with you too, because you're kind of in the twilight zone of living your own life, doing what you need to do to grow and take care of yourself. But then also, you're never not going to be a baby in your parents' eyes. So it's this hard dichotomy of figuring out where's the middle there. But I love that you were able to say that, and that's what you would like your parents to always remember about you. All right, that's maybe day down the road you could just clip this section and then show them this part of the show. I know you don't want to talk about the other stuff, all right, or the clips that we have to watch, the doggy boy stuff with Squala earlier. But we can, this nice wholesome moment, you can send him on Pa there. I like that.
Yeah.
We talked about everyone. We talked about everyone else in your family. I want to talk about you. Who was AmityAven growing up during your middle school to high school years, your teenage years?
Oh, I've always been really quiet and shy. Yeah.
What changed?
I tell you, moms, I put a camera on and I don't stop talking. It's just nonstop talking. But I've always been like the quiet person. And you know what? I grew up with really hot friends.
Oh boy. How was that?
I grew up with really hot, outgoing, funny, like charismatic, like the hottest group of friends. And I always felt like I was kind of in the background, like just really quiet. I wasn't that hot growing up. I was not hot. I was really awkward. And I feel like, I don't know. I think we were just friends because we all played volleyball and I was pretty good at it. So they were like, yeah, you can hang out with us. You're okay.
Tell me that mentality though, because okay, I'll take you at face value. All right, some people are saying that they don't believe you, but if you yourself are saying that you were not an attractive person back then, especially amongst your crew, what was it like being surrounded with fellow athletes and those that are attractive in your eyes? Mentally, socially, how did you feel during that time in your life?
Mentally, I knew that people liked me for sure. Like I knew that I was like nice. I've always been really nice. And I guess like people thought I was funny. I just knew that they liked me. I knew that I could get people to like me, but I never thought that I was like hot or like attractive. And like they had so many guys after them all the time and I just never did. And that kind of stung.
Yeah.
And I think maybe that's where like the comparing myself comes from.
Ah, I see.
Like that far back, you know?
Yeah. I feel that though. Yeah, it's definitely tough because when it's so easy to look at others and see what's going on for them and then just be like, man, if I just had that or if I was a little bit like that, I would have it made. And then we look at ourselves and like, when sometimes we may be all right, but it's like, oh, well, I guess, it is what it is. I could be a little bit better there. But let me ask this, since you've perfectly transitioned us over, let's talk about a little bit of the high school times. Let's talk a little bit about education around that time of year, all right? So I'm sure you're familiar with all the stereotypes in high school. We're going to go straight into high school for this part, all right?
Okay.
I'm sure you're familiar with all the stereotypes. You got the jocks, the nerds, the preppy kids, the stoners, the social outcasts, the weebs, whatever they may be. Amity, where did you fall under the spectrum of stereotypes in high school and why?
If you ask people, because we've had this conversation on my stream, because like I have like a couple of high school friends who are known in my community and like they stick around and they ask them and it's like, oh, we were popular, like we were the popular people. And I hate saying that.
So we got you might be the first person I've had here so far that openly will admit they were the popular kids. All right, one or two. So how did you know you were the popular kids? Talk your shit right now. What classified you? Yeah, what classified you as the popular kid?
Literally just because we were the volleyball girls and we knew everybody and everybody. Okay, this is something that I totally forgot that I was reminded of recently, is that somebody literally paid my friend group to sit at our lunch table.
No shot.
I swear to you.
How much?
I swear to you. I don't remember. I was not a part of this deal, but they did ask my friend this.
What did they gain?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Want to smell you or some shit? Like, what is that's wild. That's wild stuff. Clout? What, they get a fucking Instagram photo of that? Of you guys, hey, check it out. Like, you're still 2 trays down. Hey, check it out. I'm just over here with Amity real quick. Let me, best $50 spent. That's wild.
I mean, I think it's just because my friends were so outgoing and they were just friends with literally everybody else from every other school. Like, we have my town is a freaking toxic little bubble and that's why people get stuck here, but because of that we have like little El Paso celebrities, and my friends knew all of them. And like I had a huge crush on one fuck him. But he was so well known that people were like, "Oh my god, you know him? Like, you know him?" And I was like, "Yeah, I hate his guts, but I know him." Like,
God.
like
There's a lot to unpack there, and maybe we'll get to that in a bit. But please, someone put that in the community questions. I need to know about this El Paso celebrity beef right there. But so you were the popular kids. All right. Fair play. I have to ask the layup questions, which is, of course, what was your subject? What was the subject in high school that you knew you were going to kill, or something that you loved and were interested in?
I've always been good at English. I love English class. Like, I loved all of my English professors. It was like to the point where I had two English, not professors, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Teachers. I had two English teachers who, like, they were really good friends, and like we would all hang out. Like, I would hang out with them. Like, I would skip some classes and go to their class, and they were like, "Oh yeah, here's a note. Just like chill with us." It was so cool.
What would you do? Would you just literally just hang out? Were you doing homework? What was it like just getting that pass?
Sometimes I would help them. Sometimes I would literally just be on my phone. Like, it really just depended on the day. Like, if they had anything for me to help them with.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Fair play.
Also, though, I had two art teachers as well, and I loved them to death. Like, I would also just skip class and hang out with them, and them, like, it was like super in-depth conversations. Like, I still love them. I love them so much.
What was some of the in-depth conversations you have with these art professors? I feel like they would have the best shit too to talk about too as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, we would talk about books because a lot of my art pieces were based off of books. And listen, this is weird. I loved Vladimir Nabokov, the writer of Lolita. I've loved him since middle school.
Who is this person I'm talking to? This is the shit you won't find on the Gondar show. I'll tell you that right now. You ain't sharing that shit there, right? I love that. That threw me off. So you would have these intense conversations about these authors and what inspires you as an artist? That's so sick.
Literally.
That's so sick. I love that.
And like, what inspires them, because they were amazing artists. Like, they were insane. Some of their pieces, like, I still have vivid images of their pieces in my brain because they were just so breathtaking, you know?
Oh, damn. I like that.
Yeah.
I did not see this part of your story coming. I'm be honest with you. I did not. You're telling me the popular kids that also want to talk about art? This is all over the place.
This is what I mean. This is what I mean, because I was like popular and my friends were like hot and like the bitches of the school, like, you know, like the Jennifer Checks of the school. But I was the quiet one in the corner, like not really talking to anybody, just kind of keeping to myself.
But see, the quiet one is the one that had the main character energy too. You know, you've seen Twilight. You see, you're just doing this. Yeah, there. Oh my God. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be That's going to be an alert somewhere if that isn't. Holy, what did I just witness?
No.
Anywho, that was
call me the main character. I
had to. It was a setup there. Tell me this though, all right? So we went a little bit of the subject. Tell me co-curriculars, you know, sports, clubs. What were you a part of back in high school?
I played volleyball for I think it was like 9 years of my life. So volleyball. I was in art. I actually won first place in art one year. I never wanted to do art because my mom was an art teacher, and I was like, "Fuck you, mom," at the time, you know.
Yeah.
But then I finally took art class, and it was like my senior year, and I like won first place. Like, it was like first place for the specific competition I was in. So that was cool.
What was the piece that you created? Just real quick. You have it?
I have it. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, take it out.
Okay. I have to go get it though.
Go
I'll
ahead.
be right
go
back.
ahead. No, by all
Give me
means.
1 second.
Holy. Just apparently you can do everything in life, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't recognize this. This is wild. This is crazy. I had to pretend like I know the artist. I never read a book in my life. This is ridiculous. This is just whatever, Cash. How do you win art? I was gonna ask this. What the hell is she? She took it down. We can talk about cool shit. What is this? What is you have a whole ass thing for this? Oh my goodness.
I dropped my headphones.
Oh,
What?
you're good. You're good.
Okay, here it is.
All right. All right. Let's see what's going on here. What's the art? Oh
Ah,
my gosh.
it's big. This is it.
You made that in high school?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see like the watercolor. You can see my Twitter, my Discord DMs,
Are
but
you kidding me?
yeah, this is like watercolor and charcoal and ink, black ink.
What are you streaming for? What are you doing? That's stunning.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Please tell me that you still do art to some degree.
I don't. I haven't done art in a while. No, dog.
You don't even stream that? Why do you not stream this?
I thought about it. I bought art supplies to do it, but like I don't know, I'm so nervous to get back into it.
This is not right, guys. This is not right. This is not right. Are you kidding me? That's so sick.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What inspired that? What inspired that piece?
So it's basically like an annoying little, so like everything's black around her, right? And then
Yeah.
she just has like these flowers flowing out of her mind. I feel like, yeah. Can you tell that it's just like self-explanatory?
A representation of yourself
Yeah.
there. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Amity, I'm not even fucking you right now. Please do some art streams. Put that in. You don't gotta give up the horror stuff. No one's telling you giving that up. You just, you know, diversify your content a little bit there. It'll give you more reason to go live and just hang out. No stress there. Hopefully no stress.
No, I thought about it too. Like I bought all the art supplies to do it, but like I'm like, should I set up a new camera to do it? Like how would I guess I just don't know how to show myself painting.
Yeah. Fair. Okay.
But,
Fair. If you do have another camera, I could see that working. But I mean, even at the angle you're in, just push the mic or get another mic stand and have that with you as you're working along there, and just make it just chatting and art right there. Holy cow! I would love to see that. That painting alone is so amazing. Like that is, again, you made that in high school. You made that in high school, ladies and gentlemen. That is insane. It's story time, Amity. It's story time again. All right, I'm going to ask you to give us one story, though, here. I want you to give us one story, either a good one, a story during your high school career that was good, something you look fondly upon, something that you're proud of, something that you loved, or a bad one that was hard, that it was a lesson that you learned from, something that may have been difficult, but you grew through that experience. Can you give me one of those stories from your high school career?
Geez. Let me think. A story from my high school career. Oh my god. Honestly, I loved high school. Like I really did love high school. But I feel like the one story that impacted me to my core was I was out at a volleyball tournament. I think I've talked about this before, but I was out at a volleyball tournament in Albuquerque, and I got a call when I was out there that my grandpa passed away.
Wow.
And my grandpa is like my favorite person. Like the person, like he's the reason I'm into scary things. Like he's the reason I'm into true crime. Like that is like my lifeline, you know? So, and at the time, I wasn't talking to him. Like I wouldn't go visit him. Like I was just kind of living my life.
Yeah.
And I felt like in my brain, it was like I forgot that he was there, you know? Yeah. So I think that lesson was just like, you really can't do that to people. Like you can't just ignore them and like, not that I was ignoring him on purpose, but I was so like, I was just in my own head and I was like doing my own thing and I just wasn't giving him what he deserved. Like he wanted to see me all the time and I knew that was true, but I just wouldn't go visit him.
Wow.
Yeah.
You know, that's some really good shit right there, though, because here's the thing, you know, like you said, we're living our own lives. We're all at the center of our own universes, and we have responsibilities and social things and work and school. And while we do have love for other people, like our family, our friends, whatever, they're also at the center of their own shit. And more often than not, we're kind of coexisting here in this life. And then, we're all trudging along forward, and then suddenly something so tragic happens and you don't recognize, holy cow, like, where'd all the time go? I can no longer do those things that I once thought, or say the things I wanted to say. And
exactly.
you're right. Oh my gosh, I appreciate you sharing that, though. That's a good reminder. I think it's never too late, especially now with those that are around you right now with this in the present. Again, family and friends, loved ones, to go give them even a phone call or a little second of your day.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I preach that so much. Like, if you appreciate somebody, you really need to let them know that. Like, you need to tell them how much you love them because they're not gonna know on their own.
Yeah, exactly.
Or show it. Like, you can show it to them, I'm sure.
Dang it, Amity. Thank you so much. No, I love that. Are you talking to my mom right now? Because I know her. She invited me over this weekend. She's like, you need to go and watch a movie with your dad. Like, she wanted to watch the new 007. And
yeah.
I was like, I got stream stuff. I got whatever. But now you're giving me this heavy line where I feel, now I'm like, damn it, she's right. Amity's right. I need to go see a movie with my dad.
It's a sign. Maybe it's a sign. I'm just saying.
You know your stuff. All right. Fair play. Fair play.
On a happier note,
yeah,
I also was a student council, not president. What is it called? I was a student council member, but I got elected into that, so that was cool too.
Ooh, that's a flex. That's again the perks of the popular kid, ladies and gentlemen. The perks of the popular kid. More main character shit.
It was like an environmental officer. Like, I would just create projects to help the greenery in our school. That's literally it.
Oh, I see. That's what I'm trying to wrap my head. I was like, what the hell? So, because I know like treasurer, secretary, vice president, president. I've never heard of environmental officer for student council.
It was like, pick up your litter. Also, we're going to plant a tree at lunch. And that was literally it.
I love that. That's so I'm sorry. But that's the most absurd thing I've ever heard of a kid.
There was no need for it. Like,
the teachers and shit. Hey, we need a new position this year. What do we got? And the greenery person. Hey, make sure she plants shit every other quarter. All right, it's fine. It's good. I love that. It's so good. Hey, that's a resume booster if I've ever seen one. All right, you're putting that shit on your college admissions ticket. I guarantee you. But speaking of college, let's mosey on over to the second part. I'm going to take you to your final weeks of high school, all right? Usually during your final weeks of high school, you're going through the motions of finals, final projects, getting your cap and gown, signing each other's yearbooks saying we're going to be friends forever, if that ever applies. But tell me this, Amity, what was your next steps after high school? Was it 4-year college? Was it community college? Did you travel? Did you work? Did you take a break? What was the decision you made and why?
I went straight to college because at that time, I was so content with like living a small little cutesy easy life. Like, I was going to get married and like have a cute little house, and I was like, I'll be a nurse because as long as I'm rich, I'm fine. That was my mindset. I'm also really good at biology. Like, I love biology. So I was like, I'm fine with being a nurse. As long as I'm rich, I don't care what is happening around me, as long as I have that money, which is such a bad mindset. I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, that's why I was so unhealthy, because all I cared about was money.
Yeah, no, 100%. You said you gave that throw up noise when you said small little life. Why'd you say that? Because that when you say small little life, I'm not even thinking money. I'm thinking contentment. I'm thinking staying in your lane. Why does that idea disgust you?
I think, because contentment to me is not a small little life. Like, I want to be something bigger than like just a nurse who like has a husband and like 2 kids and like makes dinner every day of the week and like we go to church on Sundays. Like, that is not happiness to me. And if that's happiness to somebody else, then like, all the power to them. I'm not saying that the way I wanna live my life is better than anybody else's. It's just not the way I wanna live my life,
Mhm.
you know?
So then tell me, if I may ask, and we're going a little bit off the cuff here. w- Right now in 2021, what are you looking for? What does that look like in terms of long-term goals in life?
Long-term goals, I want to work on movies. I actually wanna be a film researcher.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I want to work on the set of films. I wanna, like, research, historical accuracies, like, characters. I wanna just research to kind of help the director
Mhm,
build his story and kinda build credibility for the films.
mhm,
That's what I wanna do. If I could get something else on a film set, I'm fine with it. I just wanna work on films. I switched my major from nursing because I was, like, all in on nursing, and then I got into the nursing program, and I was like,
mhm,
"You people really like, you guys don't care about people." It was crazy.
mhm.
I was like, "You guys are kind of shitty."
What was it about that? Let's break that one down here. So you got into the nursing program, you got to meet your fellow peers. What changed your mind there? What was going on that you recognized that you're like, this is not right. The vibe's off here.
They, they don't care how empathetic you are, they don't care why you wanna be a nurse.
Hmm.
It felt like everybody there was kind of a shitty person, and they were all honestly the people who had the best okay, this is tea. I'm spilling
Yeah.
tea.
Here we go. Here we go.
The people who had the best grades in those classes were
Mhm.
cheating, and I refused to cheat.
In the medical field, like that's the last place I'd like want my nurse or doctor to be cheating there. That's
Mhm.
wild.
But that's the thing, they didn't give a fuck. Like, the professors didn't give a fuck. They were like,
Mhm.
"As long as your grades are good, you can be a bitch, and you can cheat. I don't care as long as your grades are good."
Jeez. Okay. So how long did you stay in the nursing program for?
Well, okay, so I was taking nursing classes
Mhm.
for I think about 3 years, honestly, and then I made it into phase 1 of the nursing program, and I, took all the classes. That's when I kind of was realizing, like, "You guys are shitty,"
Hmm.
and then I made it into phase 2, and that's when, like, it was kinda cutting it, like also, it was quarantine, like,
Mhm.
I was taking classes over quarantine. Learning nursing classes during quarantine online,
Mm.
teaching somebody how to be a nurse online is insane to me.
Yeah. Uh,
That's crazy to me
in what regard? Why? Why is it so insane?
because you're teaching somebody how to, uh, you know, put in an IV online.
Mhm.
Does
Mhm.
that make sense to you?
Not at all. No. But I
Exactly.
needed you to explain it for the non-sensors that are watching this in the future or now. So then, I don't want to leave any stone unturned there. But you're right. It's a hands-on kind of thing. You should be trying
Exactly.
out on a patient or a dummy, whatever it may be. I can't imagine you clicking around. It's not like that surgeon simulator game, right? It doesn't
Yeah,
work that way.
no.
That's
No, it was so bad, and then no, everybody was just an asshole too, and I was like, "You know what? I'm out. I don't even like this
mhm.
anymore."
So you dipped out of nursing and then went into what?
Um, so the last in phase 2 of nursing,
Hmm.
that's when I started streaming,
Wow. Okay.
and I was, like, thinking about nursing, and I was like, "Listen, I love biology, I love science, I wanna help people." And
Mhm,
that's really it, like, I wanna help people, like, I
mhm,
want to, uh the thought of just, like, saving somebody or, like, making them feel comfortable when they're scared, oh my god, that's all I really wanted to be a nurse
mhm.
for.
That's awesome. So,
But, like, I could do that when I was streaming,
mhm,
and I
mhm,
realized that, and I was like, "I'd rather just keep streaming."
mhm. So you never officially changed your major. You just are you did you officially dip out or
Yeah, I
mhm.
changed my major. I
Oh,
changed to digital media production with a minor in film.
yo, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's sick.
Yeah.
I gotta ask this, from one, person of color household to another. How did the family take that?
Honestly, my dad, he was mad. I
Yeah.
told them at Chili's.
At Chili's? Why would you
Listen,
make it even
Mom,
worse? What is
Moms,
this?
no. Listen, I had to tell them in a public space. You know this.
You're right. Good on you. You're thinking that's some five-head shit right there. You want witnesses to see the murder if shit was gonna get because you're right.
Yes.
And so tell me this: as the appetizer coming onto the table and you drop this news, how did this conversation go?
This is when my parents are separated, and they're sitting on one side of the booth and I'm sitting on the other one. My dad is like, you can tell he's ready to yell. He's ready to start yelling at me. He's starting to raise his voice. And my mom's like, no, I think she should venture into this. Like, I think this is good for her. Like, at least she's going to school.
Wow. Okay.
Like, she'll figure it out. She's always been a smart girl. She can figure this out. And I was like, thank you, Mom, for going on this journey. Thank you.
A real one there.
Oh, man.
If I may also ask to kind of parlay this together, how did your family, your parents specifically, take you being a content creator or streaming?
Honestly, I didn't tell them the full extent of it until recently. My dad especially, because it's just been me and my dad in this house.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I just talk to people online. That's really it. He didn't really know like the magnitude. I don't even think he really knew the magnitude of Lover Host when I got on it.
Yeah. So now kind of giving him the full extent, how did he take that?
My mom is like, she's okay as long as I'm making money. She loves that I'm making money from it. My mom loves money. My dad's a little like, he just thinks it's weird.
Okay, that's okay, fair. If they don't understand, they're just gonna, they're just gonna put weird and then move on. And as long as you're safe as a person, you're not, doing all that jazz, it's fine there. Going back to your school in here, you mentioned at the beginning of the show, you said, "Oh, yo, you might want to dig deeper into this whole content creation life rather than education." Are you fully committed to finishing your time at university, or are you thinking maybe I take the leap of faith towards content?
I do want to work on films, and I think that continuing my education is the only way to kind of get onto film sets and like make those connections. But I'm also diving more into YouTube and like the movie review scene. So I feel like if I could do that, like if I could get my foot in the door through reviewing movies on YouTube, I'd totally prefer to do that. Because you think about it and it's like I'm kind of wasting all my money and like just burying myself in loans for something that I could do if I just spent all my time on YouTube, like creating content. And I know it. Like I know in my heart that if I just stuck to this, I could get my foot in the door through YouTube.
There you go. Have you started?
Yeah. I mean, I made one video and I'm like, I'm trying to. What I've been doing lately is watching so many slasher movies so I can kind of educate myself on it.
That's good.
And then I think once I'm comfortable with it, then I'll do it. But I think my comfortability is what's holding me back. Does that make sense?
What's the uncomfortable part of it?
I don't believe in myself, moms.
My gosh, come on. Okay, if there's anything we've learned here tonight so far, and we are only halfway through the life stories, it's that, oh, I kind of like art. Boom, you show us your art. What in the world's going on? Talking, I'm nervous. Boom, you're killing so far. Like there's no, I've sensed no nervousness or hesitation. I don't know how else to do this for you. I could see you as someone who like you put your mind to it and you just put a little bit of elbow grease into whatever you want. You'll get that. I love that you said if I just do this, if I commit myself to YouTube, I will be my foot's in the door and I think I can make it. I have that same feeling with Twitch. And so I see that in you where it's like that works. That works. You just got to start. No one else is going to start for you either. That's the saddest part of the world is like yeah, you have your community, they care about you, but your community can only care so like they can only care. They're not gonna actually make the content for you. It's not theirs.
Yeah, you're
So
right.
I love that. That was I don't know. My inner parent came in here. I think
No, I like it. It's fine.
I think your dad just texted me all that stuff right there. All right, real quick. He's in the other room listening. But let me ask this. All right. So you have how much longer do you have in university?
I have about a year and a half, I think.
Okay, a year and a half, and then what outside or post college? What would be the plan? Are you thinking about moving to more of a LA centric kind of space where all the Hollywood is essentially at, or is it more refining your craft where you're at in terms of YouTube? What would you like to see yourself do after the year and a half of university?
I think after the year and a half, I feel like I just want to look for a job that puts me in, the film setting, and
Mhm.
wherever it takes me is wherever I'm willing to go. I'm not like super into the idea of moving to LA, but if it takes me there, I will happily go there,
Okay. Why not?
you know?
Why not?
I don't know. I used to really like the idea of moving to California, but I think like I've been going to the East Coast a lot recently and I love
Mm.
it there. Like I would die to live there.
What part of the East Coast we talking?
I've been going to New York a lot and I love New York.
Oh my. Okay, New York fits the bill then too. All right, I didn't
Listen,
recognize that.
but it's so expensive. It's so
100%.
expensive. That's why I'm like, if it takes me there, I will go there
Mhm.
happily.
Mhm.
But I know there's a really huge movie, like a film scene in Austin. So
Oh
I'm willing to
really?
go there too. Yeah, I'm willing to go there. Like
You might
it really just depends.
you might get the best of both worlds in terms of Austin as both the film scene and the Twitch scene. There is just insane.
Yeah.
Like I've recognized I need to get my ass over there for at least a trip. I ain't living in Austin. I'll be straight with you, but it is yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like
Nah,
Austin.
nah,
But I'll go there for the
yeah,
job because
yeah.
I love movies.
True. Perfect. Um, let's go into the third part of your life story here. All right, third part of the life story, and again, this is one of those. It's second of 3 bathroom breaks. You need to use the restroom at all? Get any water?
I'm okay actually. I'm
All
okay
right,
right now.
you're good. I need to get some water real quick. The chat is yours. Give me about a minute. I'll just speed run this. All right, I'll be
All
right
right,
back.
got it. I'm like dying over here. Oh my god. Hi Kenny. What's up? NYC is ass. Hi guys. Hi Kiara. Hi 6 out. 6 out. Hi. Thank you SGB. That's so nice of you. Take more Mucinex. I can't. Okay, listen. Thank you Kenny. It says not to take more than 60 milliliters. Milliliters? Whatever. In 24 hours. I have to sneeze. I have to cough so bad. I have sick brain. I don't know how I'm forming sentences because my brain has just not been working all day. Hard pass on the Mucinex. Savage. It's been helping me. It's been helping me so much today. Take Robitussin. I was thinking about it, Bondo, but I went with Mucinex instead. And it's like an expectorant. Like it has everything. It has everything in it, and that's what I needed. My God, I'm actually dying. Thank you, Davina. That's so nice of you. Even if you're homeless, I'm casting you in a movie, dog. 6 out. Thank you. Veiling, you're so sweet, Veiling. Thank you. That's so nice of you. I'm so excited to start streaming again. Some chamomile? I should. Hi, Water Sheep, by the way. Hello.
You're killing it, Amity. I forgot. I'll be honest with you. I forgot that you're sick. I'll be.
I have a tickle in my throat and it's been bugging me, but I'm drinking Sunny D.
That threw me off. What? I guess the vitamin C, which does make sense because there's D there, but get some Vicks Vapor Rub, get some Halls. You already know the old school tricks there.
Yep.
We're going to go into the third part here, this work history, all right? I do this segment similar to a resume. So I'm going to ask you in that little section that says work history, what 3 jobs, and we'll go in chronological order, what 3 jobs would you put on your resume today if you were out and about in the world? If it applies 3.
3 jobs. Oh my God. I think I would have to put, okay, listen, because before I started streaming, I had one real job.
Okay.
And it was stock associate at Hollister.
Okay.
Yep.
So with that one, is that going to be the main one we're going to talk about here today?
Yeah,
Okay.
because I think I spent like about 1 or 2 years there, and I made like lifelong friends there. Like I loved it there. But then also my managers acted like it was high school and they were the mean girls.
Okay. There's a lot to unpack here. So let's dive in here, all right? So when did you start as the stock associate in Hollister?
I think it was like August August 2018, I think.
2018. All right.
Around there, yeah.
And how did you get into this job? Like what drew you to Hollister?
My sister worked at Hollister, and do you remember, like, back in the day, working at Hollister was like, "Oh my god, you work at Hollister?
Yep,
Are you,
I
like, a
do.
model?" Yeah.
I hate that you tell me back in the day and I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. You know, it was
Because
that.
now it's not the same.
Nah, it was Hollister the one with the shirtless models.
Yes, yes.
Of course,
Mhm.
of course. They took that shit out now, right? It's not COVID friendly.
Yeah, they do not do that. You
Nah.
cannot take pictures with the shirtless Hollister models anymore.
I would go to those places because they got good jeans, and my frumpy ass would go over there, and then like you got the shirtless white dude in the front, and I gotta size him. I gotta like, really, hey man, like listen, man, I just wanted some jeans, man. It's not gonna make me look like you, but I just want the jeans. So tell me, all right, you worked there for roughly 2 years. What was your experience like working at Hollister?
It was chill for the most part because I have like this my one talent is kissing ass to where I'm the favorite.
Good talent to have. All right,
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. So I would just kiss my managers' asses and they would let me do whatever I wanted. So
Mhm.
I would just like I would leave to get snacks, like I would barely do any work. I would be like late because okay, so stock at Hollister is you get boxes and it's like random merchandise in the boxes and you are timed, they time you to take out every piece, take it out of the plastic wrap, fold it, pin it and then put it in the back.
What? They time
Yes.
you?
Yes, they time you. So you had like an hour to do like 500 pieces of merchandise in one box.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so hard.
What was your time? What was your best time? How
I
for one
don't
piece?
I don't even remember. I got really good at it because
Yeah.
like you just get used to it, you know?
Yeah.
It's like second nature to you like pinning the security tags on. It gets super easy after a while.
Gotcha. You said there was some drama. What's the tea on that?
Um you just had like oh my god. Actually, there was this one girl who she was working there before I went. It was like 3 people.
Mhm.
And it was her and 2 friends who I'm really close to now. And I went in and I kind of she felt like I took her spot in the friend group. So she would do anything in her power to get me in trouble. And my managers were like, "I know you're not like that." Like, and it's like, "Yeah, of course I'm not." She would do anything in her power to like paint me as this really mean person when I'm
Yeah.
obviously just not a mean person.
She told your managers you were talking shit. What was she trying to do? Like what? How did she try to bait you into getting in trouble?
I think it was like one time I was like, "Hey, let's all go to the movies." And she wasn't working that day, and it was,
Mhm.
like, super last minute. It was, like, a super last minute thing. I was like, "Let's all go to the movies," and she wasn't there, and then she was like she went to the managers, which it just had nothing to do with work. This has
Yeah.
nothing to do with work.
Yeah.
She went to the managers, and she was like, she didn't invite me, like, she's leaving me out of things, like, she's just being mean to me, she's ignoring me." Obviously, the next day, I'm like, "I don't want anything to do with you anymore."
Yeah.
Like, "Don't look at me, don't talk to me," and she starts crying at work.
Are you? This is non-work related. Like this shit got nothing to do with anything. And
Yeah, that's what I mean, like, it's such a high school environment. Like,
that's
she
fair.
was trying to get everybody on her side by crying and,
Mhm.
like, and nobody believed her because, like, I'm not gonna do that to somebody.
Mhm.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Do you think I would do that to somebody?
Too kind. Listen, I'm not gonna answer that question. All right, that's a setup there. I gotta be. I'm an interviewer. All right, I'm down the middle. But no, you would never. You're too. Okay, this might be. I'm not. Am I the manager in this situation? Am I getting my ass kissed? I can't tell. All right, fair play. So, what did you learn about yourself doing this job? Because I think that with kind of customer service jobs of that nature, I think they're actually pretty vital in kind of having your taste in the work world. So what did you learn about yourself while being a stock associate over at Hollister?
I learned that I am, how do I say this? I can be a little rebellious. Does
What?
that make sense?
What
I can,
does that?
like,
How?
if I don't agree with certain policies,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just not gonna abide to them.
Okay. So what is a Hollister policy that you were like, nah, fuck this. I'm going in.
I'm not gonna wear your shitty Hollister clothing.
That's like, okay, that's the standard though. So what did you wear? You wore like Abercrombie and Fitch, or you wore some American Eagle? What, you're wearing the competitors?
I would wear whatever I wanted.
Oh my gosh, too much.
I would wear whatever I wanted, literally. Like, I would show up in running shorts some days.
The rebellion there. All right, running shirt. You just didn't give a fuck at this point. You're like, hey, whatever. Hey, Jeff, the shirtless model. Let's keep on going our thing there. Okay.
And then, like, this, I think this is the big one. Towards the end, they wouldn't schedule me as much because it was like COVID, and then they were hiring a lot of new people, so they just wouldn't schedule me as much. And I was like a veteran at this point. Like, I've been working there for a year and a half, and out of nowhere, they scheduled me twice. And I was like, nobody texted me, nobody told me that I was scheduled, so I just didn't go in. And I was like, you know what? I texted my manager. I was like, I don't need to work here anymore. Like, I'm not coming in. And like, I'm sorry, this is short notice, but I quit.
That's how you left?
Yeah.
Who is this woman that I'm sitting across from, this monster? I just don't like how you run your business. I'm out of here. See you later. Hey, by the way, you, the one that complained about me by not inviting you to the movies, fuck off.
Exactly.
I like it though. All right. So you dipped out of there. You got your money, you got your bag, you got your experience, this and that. Let's talk about what you do in the present though. All right? As a creator here. What do you see the future of your channel, your stream, and your community?
Honestly, before I took a break, I really liked where my stream was going because I made it a point. Like, I kind of was mad at myself for a while because people would tell me to play games or like do certain things, and I would do it even if I didn't want to. And like, no, I got mad at myself, and I was like, you're not going to do that anymore. You're going to stream what you want to stream when you want to stream. And that's when I started like really liking it again.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was happy about the streams that I was producing, like they were fun games and my types of games that I love playing. And I would try to adhere so much to what people wanted to see. And that was just not, that wasn't my style.
What broke you? What got you out of that mentality? Because I think a lot of smaller streamers, mid-level streamers have the mentality of people pleasing, where it's like, I'll do whatever it takes, especially when it comes to the content, to keep you around. How do you find the balance of finding something that both you love, but also engages with others that they can resonate with?
I think I have the privilege of just, as long as I'm into a game and I'm having fun, my chat has fun.
Yeah.
Like, I have that kind of like privilege where like my community is willing to watch whatever I'm willing to give them. As long as I'm invested in it and I'm being entertaining.
Yeah. I like that. What was the last thing you did before you took your break?
I played a game called The Wine, which is like, it's just a horror indie game. But it's not even like a normal type of game that I play. Like, it was a lot more, it wasn't as gritty as the games I usually play, but we still had so much fun because I'm so bad at games that they just like watching me play them.
Yeah.
And then there was, I think, another time where I was just watching Maury because I fucking love trashy reality
Yeah.
TV, and I was like, I could share that with them too. And
Mhm.
we watch Maury, and we like make predictions on if they're the father or not, or like if they're cheating or not, and it's so fun. I love doing that shit.
Off topic, did Maury fully change the structure of the show where it's only cheating and pregnancy tests? Because I swear back in the day they had more shit like, this person's afraid of olives and pickles and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's like just pregnancy and cheating now.
What?
Yeah.
Oh man, see that's why you need a little bit of Jerry Springer there. Those two
Yeah.
things like offset each other because Jerry went crazy. His shit was weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
So much fighting.
Yeah, but I was into it. I don't know why. I was into it. I was invested for no reason there. I love that. Well, I'm excited to see where you go, especially coming back and especially bringing back hopefully some of the art stuff. All right, there's a lot of talent there to be shared, Amity, and as long as you love it and as long as you're comfortable with it, I think it's something that will thrive here in this in your space and in this platform there. All right,
I think I could incorporate more of like the new things that I'm into. Like I could totally make some horror watercolors. Like that would be sick.
mm-hmm.
That would be fun, sick.
Oh, horror.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds nice. So when you say horror, what do you mean? Like characters or the colors themselves are menacing? What are you talking about?
Oh, you could do so much. I would probably say like I love subliminal spaces.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love pictures of places that just have a super uncomfortable vibe. You know?
You actually said you had a tweet. That was one I wanted to read out. You said you want your next date to be in a liminal space.
Yes.
What? Why is that again going towards the fear stuff that really gets you going? You want to date in an empty mall food court, is what I'm hearing.
Oh, I love that.
That's ridiculous. That was real, ladies and gentlemen. You saw how she moved her neck back. Oh my! You're getting this.
I love that.
Absolutely out of pocket there, Amity. Yeah.
So I don't know, something about it. Like I just love it. I love being like, oh my god, what's going on? Like,
do you listen? Do you go on YouTube and see those like, hey there, Delilah in an empty mall kind of shit?
yes,
Oh my god, I love that
do
too.
that.
Yeah.
I love them. They're so comforting. I don't know why. They're so comfortable. Like, I don't know.
It's menacing, but yeah, I fuck with that. All right. Let's move on to the last part here in your life story, all right, before we get to the community questions. And it is the part where most people end up turning up the volume, they lean forward, and it's because we're going to be talking about your romantic relationships, your romantic history, Amity, all right? So, again, I do this section similar to a resume. And I'm going to ask you to give me 3 former relationships, all right? 3 former relationships I want you to talk about and why they were impactful to you or why they stood out, all right? In chronological order from earliest to most present.
Okay. I think, yeah, I can definitely give you 3. Like, for
3.
sure.
All right, you got
because I've had like one, for sure, like one serious relationship my whole life. But before that, I had like 2 that were like a little impactful. One, not so much.
Okay.
My first one was, I think I was either a freshman or a sophomore in high school.
Mhm.
And I had a huge crush on this dude. He was a twin. And he was a dork. Like he was so funny. He played football, he played basketball, like, you know, but he was so funny. I had such a huge crush on him. And then we went as a group to go see a scary movie together. And he was being a baby. He was being a baby about it.
Okay. All right. I'm on this guy's team already. What did he do? What happened during this scary movie that turned you off from him?
No, he didn't do anything. He was just being a baby about it. He was like covering his face. He was like, let me sit on your lap because I'm so scared. And I was like, I forgot what I said, but I was basically like, stop being a pussy.
Okay, the sitting on the lap is a little aggressive there, all right? That's a whole other like That's weird. I'll give you that. So you told him to stop being a pussy. How did he respond to that in so many words?
He, like, a couple days later, he's like, "I don't really like you anymore." And then he starts dating a new girl.
Within how much time frame? How quickly?
Like, he posts a picture with her, like, the day after he breaks up with me.
Oh my gosh. How do you know that's not his brother? Are they identical twins?
Yeah, they're identical.
So
but
there you go. Man.
No, stop. You're trying to cover for him. No.
Yeah, it was that guy code. I'm sorry. I need to take that out. Why, the toxic in me would say go for the brother then. Cuz that's the revenge there. But so you essentially it ended. How long did this even last, would you say?
Oh, probably like a month or two.
A month or two. All right, fair. And what did you learn from this relationship?
Not to be that mean to boys, I guess.
Amen. Wow. Please clip that, and I need that on the docket. I need that to give to any of the future Tinder dates I ever go on. All right, please.
I'm still teaching myself this lesson because I'm pretty mean to guys.
Why are you so mean?
It's a defense mechanism.
All right, that's fair. I hear you on that. That's fair. That resonates way too deeply for that shit there. Relationship number 2. How old were you guys and how'd you meet?
Okay, this is the one that messed me up. I was a junior in high school, and this is actually with the celebrity dude, the El Paso celebrity dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw him one day. He was running around my track, my school track. He didn't go to the same school as me. He was running around my school track, and I was like, who is that? Because that is the most beautiful man I've ever seen in my life. And my friends were like, oh my God, that's bleep bleep. Like, that's bleep bleep, And I was like, huh. So I DM'd him or something. And then we started hanging out. And he was like, oh my God, the trauma. We became best friends.
Okay. Yeah.
It was so shitty though. It was so shitty because I would meet his mom. I would go to lunch with his mom. I would go to lunch with his family. I knew his brothers. I was always at his house. I was basically a girlfriend to him. But he just did not like me like that. And it was and he actually was my first. He took my virginity.
Oh, did I see? That was a question I was not going to ask about. Yeah. There we go.
But that is the trauma. That is the trauma there.
Did you ever get the title of significant other?
Never. No.
Never. Oh, so this is more of a kind of DL sneaky link kind of situation there, but with best friend.
For him, I guess, yeah.
What how long did this relationship last for, or this in any parameters of the word?
I want to say exactly a year. I
Okay.
want to say, yeah. But it was I remember one time. I think I told this to somebody recently. Actually, I still have so much trauma because of this one experience. I was so in love with this dude. I was so in love with this dude. And it was my birthday. And he walks up to me and he's like, hey, can I have your friend's number? Oh my God.
Holy shit. That is a line. He's got some ball. He must be a celebrity because that ain't normal shit. That's too much. How did that affect you? What happened to you at that moment, specific moment? Not when you were able to process it, but did you give the number?
No, I'm really proud of myself for how I reacted this way because I was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, you know how I feel about you and you're going to ask me that?
Yeah.
And he was like, I didn't know it would make you uncomfortable. I'm sorry, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking he probably got it anyway. He's hot as hell. She's hot as hell. They probably linked up. I don't trust her. I don't trust her as either. But,
Still friends with her?
I mean, Not really, no.
All right, fair play. All right.
I actually went to nursing school with her.
She was one of those. She was one of those. All right.
Yep.
So, when did you call? How did this break apart? How did this officially, all right, we're done here. I'm moving on. How did you move on from a years long worth of being somewhat, I would say, on the T, being led on?
I think like I'm not sure what happened, but I just stopped talking to him, I think. Like I was trying to pull away because I realized like I'm so in love with this dude. I'm so in love with this dude and like he just does not like me at all and like he's probably never going to. So I kind of started pulling away a little bit and then like boom, he got a girlfriend.
Jeez. What is this? It's a trend now. Is right after you're done with them, boom, post a photo. I'm with someone else.
Oh, it gets so much worse when we talk about number 3.
All right. Well, before we do, I do have one last question about number 2. So with that relationship, all right, and all the stuff you were intertwined with, I guess, what advice, especially tying this in with what you've learned now, what advice would you give to an individual that is being led on in a relationship, especially hearing now that you did have that TDR, that the define the relationship kind of talk where you're like, I like you, but you clearly are even going for one of my friends. What advice would you give to individuals that are being led on?
I think I would tell them to know their worth. And I would also say there are 2 million hot people in this world, probably. There's so many other people out there and they're gonna respect you because the thing about him is that he was constantly putting me down. Like he was constantly like, your nose is too big, your forehead is too big, you have a lot of acne, your teeth are fucked up. Like it was always something,
Yeah.
So it's just respect yourself, know your worth, and there are so many hot people in this world. You do not need that one.
That's one of those like power dynamic things I've noticed with people is like, especially when someone's trying to lower you. So then it's almost a dependency thing where it's like, well, because, oh, well, you're the good looking person or you're the person that's clouded. You're the person that's successful. I'm going to attach myself to this no matter how much, verbal abuse is there or other abuses. You said 2 million hot people. There are billions of people in this world. So you've clearly done the math, Amity. I'm just saying. I'd hate for Thanos to show up and I'll be disappearing. I don't know who else in the chat, who else is here, but the math does not add up, Amity. The math does not simply add up there. Let's talk about number 3. Tell me about number 3. How old were you guys? How'd you meet?
Number 3, I met him the year after actually, and after number 2, I was kind of like taking time to myself and being like happy being alone,
Yeah.
I wasn't looking for anybody. I was like, I don't need anybody after that mess. Like I was like, I'm fine. And I met him in a class called PALS. It's like peer assisted learning or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But basically all we did was like kind of help people around my school and stuff. But I met him in that class and I didn't really think much of him at first. But then I started talking to him and I was like, I really like this guy. And it was weird because I wasn't looking for anything. But it's like we connected so fast. And that's like something that stuck with me is our connection was so fast, so hard.
What had you kind of interested in him through the conversation? How did he gain your trust so quickly, it sounds like?
He was so sweet. He was like a little puppy, almost, He was just so sweet, and we would talk about shows. We would talk about TV shows. Yeah, I don't know. He was just really nice. I think what I liked was that he was really open to liking me. Like, he wasn't, like, kind of, holding back. He was just kind of like he was really open about liking me, and I thought that was really nice.
So he didn't play the game. He didn't do the whole like, hey, I'm gonna play hard to get, or what's the term where you kind of roast, like negging is where you kind of roast them and then like, So he was just very front with like, I think you're beautiful, I like you, Like,
Mhm.
kind of, oh, that's dope. That's refreshing.
Yeah, it was really nice.
So, this is gonna be a hard part of the question. Where did things kind of fall apart?
So look, okay, so it's weird because looking back at it, in the
Mhm.
past, I was like, it was a perfect relationship. It was perfect. We were perfect for each other. But now I'm starting to realize, like, no, it wasn't. We were toxic as hell. We were both super controlling.
Mm.
But in my eyes, it was like perfect, I guess. Go like back then. But he tried to cheat on me,
Oh my gosh. Okay.
and the girl sent me a screenshot of the conversation.
Nice.
But in my eyes, at the time, I was like, "This was so perfect, like, where did it go wrong?" I think that's why, like, it fucked me up so hard
Yeah.
because it was perfect until he tried to cheat on me, and it's like, "Well, what did I do?" Like, I thought we were fine, like, I've never trusted somebody like that in my life, you
Yeah.
know?
Did
And then
you?
especially because of my parents' relationship, I never thought I
Mm,
could trust anybody.
yeah.
And then I did, and it was like, "Nope." Just
Wow.
kidding.
Did you confront him about this, or did you just let go and move on?
I feel like this was right after prom.
Yeah.
And he's a year younger than me. So
Mhm.
it was right after his prom and
Mhm.
everything was like perfect. All I did was I sent him the screenshots and then I put I'm blocking you. And
Holy.
yeah,
And
that's all I did.
did you ever talk to him about this? Did you
Oh,
ever?
no, yeah, we
Okay.
tried after that. We tried, I actually dated him. This happened when he was in, um his senior year of high school. I was a freshman in college. We
Mhm.
dated until I was a sophomore in college.
Wow. Okay. There's a little bit to unpack here. And again, feel free not to answer this, but
No, I'm fine. I'm
all
really
right.
open about this relationship because, like, I talk to my stream about it all the time.
Yeah. Why did you accept them back?
Um, I can't explain to you enough how perfect I thought he was, like,
Yeah.
for
Okay.
me. And it was like he was my first real relationship. Like, we integrated our lives together.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is crazy. This is so
Mm.
crazy. I was a fucking freshman in college, but, like, we had our baby names planned.
Okay. Okay. There's a lot going on there.
Yeah,
I
dude.
feel you on that though. No, you're not. Okay, I'm not gonna say you're crazy because I've had a relationship similar to that where it's like we even talked about wedding stuff already. So
Mhm.
planning for the future, especially when you find someone so perfect, like yeah, I could see the excitement. All of that makes sense. But even amongst the whole cheating thing, you looked over that so quickly.
Um, it's I think that's one of my biggest flaws in relationships is
Yeah.
that, oh god, he cheated on me and then he was like crying and like, I don't know what I'm gonna do without you. And like, he was really upset. And my mindset at the time was, I want to make sure you're okay.
Wow. Wow. You're the one that get cheated on. You're the one that gets directly affected by this thing. And you're still going to be the one that's like, oh, by the way, hey, you doing all right? That
Yeah, oh yeah.
is,
Cause I loved him like more than anything. And I was like, like, I just don't want you to be too hard on yourself, is basically how I was looking at it. Because I know how you can be, and, like, I don't want you to hurt too much.
here's the thing. Like the empathy in me under is hearing you say, okay, you care about this person very much. But the the honesty in me is saying that guy, fucking cheated on you. All right.
Yeah.
That's as is. Um, when you confronted him about the infidelity, did he ever give a reason?
Not really. He his first instinct was to lie to me.
You have the screenshots. How can you? What do you? What's?
I know.
Yeah.
His first instinct was to be like, uh, "No, you don't get it," like,
Hmm.
that's not me, or like I didn't do that, or like she was leading it on, and I was like, well, that doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
I didn't believe a word that he said, obviously.
Good. Yeah.
But I don't know, like, it was literally just me. We didn't even talk about it. Like, that's the thing. We didn't even really talk about it. It
Mhm.
was just more like every time I would bring it up, he would be like, I don't want to talk about this. I don't want to talk about this. Like, this puts me in such a bad headspace. I don't want to talk about this.
Well, okay. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Now I'm getting way too invested in this. I'm like, well, of course it'll put you in a bad headspace. You made a stupid ass decision.
Yeah.
So you said that you continued dating until your sophomore year in college. When did you officially say enough's enough? I'm walking away. I know my worth.
Um, Honestly, I walked away twice after that.
You're killing me. All right, you're killing me. I can't.
Okay, so after that, after he cheated on me, he got very controlling because I guess it was his guilty conscience.
Mm-hmm.
He got very controlling. I couldn't hang out with my friends. It was always a fight. It was always like something. It was always something to fight about. So that was the first time I was like, this is killing my mental health. Like, I can't do this anymore.
Fair.
And then I was like, you know what? We'll try it again.
He's a little perfect. Let's give it another shot.
I was like, I miss him. The thing was, I was walking on campus one day and I saw him and we like talked. Oh my god, my dog's gonna bark. No,
Good.
stop.
I can barely hear it.
I can just hear her
Mm-hmm.
growling in the background.
Oh.
But I saw him on campus and we hit it off right away because that's just how our connection is. Like, we just hit it off super fast.
Oh.
And then we started talking again. But I realized that he changed. Like, he was just always like out partying, and I party too, like, trust me, but I don't let it change me. Like, he was so boring. Like, it wasn't him anymore. And then there was one instance where he said something very disrespectful to me, and I don't exactly remember what it is. I think I suppressed it kind of really hard.
Yeah.
But he said something disrespectful to me, and I was like, the person that I knew would never say this to me.
Yeah. Yeah. Wait, you use the phrase boring. What do you mean by that? Why how does boring and partying correlate?
I think because of, like, he was doing a lot of drugs.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and I think the drugs kind of, like, he just wasn't interesting anymore. Like, he's like, it was kind of like head empty Nintendo music, you know?
Yeah. So when you started to see a shell of the person you loved, that's when you
Yeah.
recognized that this is not it.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, let's bring us to the present, all right? I want to ask you, in terms of what you seek, all right? Give me the type of individual that would win your heart over here in 2021.
Hmm. Okay, so I have, like, this weird thing that's like, she's being so needy. I'm so
Go
sorry.
ahead. It's all right. It's all right.
Come on, say hi. Hurry up. She's
Oh, what? Adorable.
She just wanted to say hi.
Yeah.
I I find that a lot of people don't really like you. They're just lonely.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Wait.
not a lot of people, but there are some people who, like, don't care who it is they're dating. They just need somebody, you know?
Yeah. A body. Yeah.
Exactly, and, like, that's such a turn off for me. Like, if I have any inkling that, like, you're not into me, you're just lonely,
Mhm.
I'm not gonna stick around. Cause
Right.
like, I'm somebody who needs reassurance. Like, I do need reassurance
Yeah.
because of shit that I've gone through in the past, like, because of my parents.
Yeah.
I do need reassurance, so, like, if you're trying to change me or, like, you have issues reassuring me,
Mhm.
I don't really see it working out.
No way. Yeah. That
Yeah.
makes complete sense. That adds up.
Mhm.
How about in terms of physical attributes? What's
Oh.
the type there?
This is difficult because I don't think I have a type. I
Oh,
really
okay.
don't. But
All right.
people tell me I do, but I don't think I do.
What do the
I
people
just, like,
say?
they say that I like tall white men. But I don't think that's true.
You choosing the default characters in life right now?
No, please. No.
That's what I'm hearing, right? Curly brown hair, please. All right, a little lanky. Oh yeah, I can go play a little Valorant. I could do. It's what it is. It's every guy on this platform I've seen that time, and I'm not dogging on him. I say you look good. Gas him up too. But I swear every fucking time. It's the type. It is. All right, fair play.
But I don't think I have a type. Like, I am very attracted to personality. Like, oh my God, if somebody is confident, oh my God, I love confidence.
What is it about confidence that has your heart?
I think it's reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, because I'm not the most confident person at times.
Mm-hmm.
So I think if somebody's confident, I feel more comfortable around them.
Yeah, I feel that. So
Yeah.
you want confidence. You want, you definitely do have, at least you like the fit types. You want them absolutely jacked. If they can terrify you, huge turn on. All right, that's half of the foreplay there.
That's something. Okay, we can dive into my crazy side a little bit too,
Go ahead.
because I need them to be obsessed with me.
Okay. Obsessed with you? I had a lady at a party say that to me, and I said, "Excuse you, ma'am, obsessed? What do you mean obsessed with you? What's obsessed with you? You want them to stan you? You want them to make you an alt Twitter? What's obsessed look like?"
I don't know. I just I need to feel it. Like, I need them to see God in my eyes.
What? What does that even mean? I don't even know what that one means. See God in your eyes? You're their everything. You want them to be your everything.
I don't know. See, like, you can have your own life. That's fine. But like,
Yeah.
when you look at me, I just need you to know that I am God. Like,
wow. Holy. That, if I've ever seen a Tinder bio, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. I need you to see that I am God. Jeez Louises, Amity. That is some high standard there. I'm excited. I'm excited to see who you pull, that they understand that you're a guy. One last question, all right? One last question, I'll let you off the hook. And
all right, okay.
Like similar to the family section, I'm here to create moments and memories. So let's do one here right now. All right? For whomever is the lucky individual that gets your heart, all right, that you end up dating or marrying, if you believe in that, and whatever it may be, what is something that they should know about you? What is something your future significant other should know about you?
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be difficult because I've gone through so much shit. And everybody in chat is saying stranded in Baltimore. That's a story if you want to know that.
Please.
Okay.
How can you offer me the story and then hesitantly say, but not?
Because I'm scared to tell you, but I'm fine with telling you, but it's a little crazy. I have to warn you.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a fan of crazy. All right, I myself, I just keep it together because I'm the host. But meet me in the network, meet me offline. It's a whole other story. So what does crazy look like?
So I met this dude when I started streaming on Twitch. And we started talking. I was that was when I was super open to making friends, and I just wanted to be friends with everybody. I didn't want a serious relationship when I started Twitch at all, because I knew that I was still messed up a little bit from my past.
Okay.
So I met this dude. He was really nice. Actually, this is funny. He called me a bitch the first time we met, and I was like, yes, you're cool.
Okay, all right.
And we started hanging out. One day he was like, hey, so when are we gonna start dating? And I was like, whoa, buddy. We're friends. I don't know if I made that clear. I just want to be your friend.
Mm-hmm.
We could do a friends with benefits type thing, but I'm not into you romantically. I didn't like him as a person to work on myself enough to be romantic with him.
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, I got you.
And I feel that's a shitty thing to say, kind of, but it's real. I'm gonna be real with you,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Yeah.
And So he just kept trying and he kept trying and he kept trying and he kept trying and I was like, "No, I don't like you like that. I'm also talking to, like, other people
Mm-hmm.
that I actually kind of like. I don't like you like that."
Mm-hmm.
But I made that very clear, and he says that I didn't, but I swear to you, I made it as clear as possible. I was like,
Yeah.
"You are just a friend in my eyes."
You.
And that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
So he starts trying to become friends with all of my friends.
Oh, the classic. That's a
Mhm,
classic right there.
mhm. He
Okay.
starts inserting himself into everybody's chat. He starts, being friends with all of my closest friends, and then he finds, Brandon, my best friend.
Mm.
Brandon was going through some shit at the time, and he's like, "You know what? I think I could help his mental. Like, I think I could, like, be there for him. Like, I could be his friend. So I'm gonna move to El Paso, and I'm gonna become his roommate."
Okay. Okay.
So he moves to El Paso, and he just makes my life a living hell when he's here. Like, he's constantly calling me, like, "I'm outside, let's hang out." "I didn't invite you to hang out." He's outside of my house waiting for me to hang out. It was, like, to the point where, like, it was scary. He was scaring my other friends, like, he
Yeah.
was so mean to Brandon. He became so mean to Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
When Brandon needed somebody to be there for him, he was just a dick, like, he was horrible. And then he would, like, straight up just be like, "I'm in love with you." W
Oh my
like,
gosh.
I
This is a mess. Yeah.
like, "Congratulations?" Like, I've never felt that way about you, and you know that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was such a bad situation.
And
And yeah, he was talking to other girls. He pulled other girls into it who me and Brandon are friends with them now because of the trauma that he's caused them.
bring people together. Yeah. But
Yeah.
so I need to know a few things. The conclusion of this. Is he still around?
No, no,
Okay.
no.
Oh fuck.
He met some other girl. She lives in Baltimore. He moved to Baltimore for her. Same situation. And then she was like, "I don't want you anymore." So that's where, like, the stranded in Baltimore comes from. They're like, my chat is making fun of him because he did the same thing.
This motherfucker got some mileage on his credit card if he's doing this, man. He even
Mhm.
turned down the friends with benefits shit just because he's so upset. I thought you were gonna tell me you were crazy, Amity. I didn't know that.
No, he's crazy.
That is insanity. That's not just crazy. That's stalker. That is. So how did Brandon even like? Because clearly he used your friend to get in proximity of you. How quickly did he turn on your friend being like, "I'm not really here to help your mental. I'm here to just be a little bit closer."
I feel like it took about, like, a month or, like, maybe, like, a month, yeah. But
Jesus.
Brandon is such a good, trusting person that he
Yeah.
just took complete advantage of it.
Oh my gosh. What a freaking that's not even like crazy. That is monster energy, dude. That's legitimately insanity. Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
that he's literally in Baltimore. He couldn't be any further from me, and at least in you and I are you're in between he and I. But
Mhm.
Jesus, that's wild. That is insane. Welp.
Yeah,
Well, good
yeah.
luck to where you're
So
at now.
so to my future partner, I just
Yeah.
wanna say it's a lot of work
It's a
with
lot of
me.
work, and you better see God in her eyes, is what she said, all
Yeah.
right? And scare
Yep.
a little bit, all right? We both know that what's 8 months after October? I can't count that far, but that's around the time it's gonna be for you, your first child there. Anywho, let's go on to the third part of the show. I had to lay that one in there. All right? I had to dance
Whoa.
around. We both know, all right? And it's going to be during one of those scary ass movies in the theater. When he offers to sit on your lap, that's a different connotation, Amity. All right? It's a different kind of sit on the lap there. Okay, that's easy. It's
No.
easy. Let's go on here to the last segment of the evening. All right, you have quite a few community questions. I am not even going to be able to refresh the page with how many. I'll refresh it once. All right. Oh my gosh. Refresh. Oh my gosh. It actually won't even let me. It says your servers we work on our servers. Try again later. Are you kidding me? Here,
What?
yeah, this is insane. I've never seen this before. It's absolutely freaking out here. Yeah, it won't. The website is down. Let's go with this.
Can you guys stop trolling? Stop trolling.
The whole time here, all right? The whole time they've been popping off and they've been doing their thing there. Absolutely just dogging. Here, let's make it easier. Since I can't keep up with this website, I'll put a Twitter account here. Actually, the post here for your ad here for the show, all right? I want you guys to send questions here directly, and I'll take the top 10. Your top 10 questions. And as we say this, I want to talk to you, Amity, about a couple things here. So
Okay.
before we get straight back into the community questions about the romantic history person, all right? So Baltimore, that is by far the wildest person that you've ever had to have any possible relationship with. He didn't have a shot. Why did he not have a shot?
I just noticed certain things about him. Like oh God. He wouldn't be happy for any of his friends. He was
Mhm.
very like, why are they getting these opportunities? Like, I deserve this. Like, I work so hard. That's not somebody I want to be around. Like,
Yeah.
that's ugly energy. That is not,
Mhm.
I don't want that. Um, he was very controlling from the start. Like,
Hmm.
he wanted to know where I was at all times. It was weird. I'm like, "We're not dating, like, I don't know why you need to know this." And then I would I was, like, flirty with other people, but that's just, like, that's how I am, that's how my persona is, like, I'm just a very flirty person,
Mhm.
and he would say, "You should stop acting like that because people are gonna start talking bad about you in the doc community."
Oh shit! He even went straight into your place of work here, your place of content, going straight for the gut.
I said, "Baby, what do you know about the doc community? What do you know?"
Clearly enough for him to say, "Yo, you might want to chill." Nah, that's wild. That is some wild shit, dude. I can't believe that. Well, Amity, I'm glad you're out of that. All right, I'm glad you're out of that. I'm glad you're healthy. It is loading a little bit, so I will get to these while I still have the opportunity. All right. So in the community's questions segment here, there's only one rule: you do not have to answer the question if you don't want to. All right. That's the only rule. I'm gonna read as many as I can, as long as the website will allow me. All right.
Okay, got it.
First one here. You are a furry. What's your persona? Someone's just going straight for the gut right there. I didn't even breathe yet. Go ahead. What do you got?
What would my persona be? Oh my god, let me think. I took a test. Okay, this is funny. We were all watching Beastars on
Mhm.
Discord.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah, I'm with
Just
you. I'm with you.
just 'cause,
Mhm.
and I took a test and I was like, "I wonder which animal I would be," and it was an eagle, and they were like, "Oh, because you're free and, like, you're a little rebellious," and I was like, "So true." So it would probably be an eagle.
Okay, an eagle. Fair play. I'll read some from the Twitter post here too. All right, Rupa's asking here. All right, is she more of a yas or a slay? Hit me with it.
I feel like I'm a yes.
How'd you come up with that conclusion?
Because I was thinking what sounds right in my brain, and it's
All
yes.
right, fair play.
Mhm,
All right.
mhm.
This one says, what would your IRL D&D alignment be?
Oh. Alignment as in, like
Like neutral, chaotic, good. I think is that I believe that
okay, I know who asked this.
it's got to be Commander, right?
No.
Oh, what? I only know Commander as D&D, but I must be going crazy.
I or maybe it is Commander.
No.
I would hope so. Yeah, no, look at him right there.
Oh, there it is, trans. But answer the question. We want to know what's your
Okay.
alignment.
I think on D&D, I like neutral. Is that boring? I like neutral because I don't
Boo.
wanna put myself in a box.
You clowning all these boring guys, all right? You say that the drugs made the guy boring. You choosing neutral over here. Again, neutral, tall white guys, the default answers, ladies and gentlemen, is what I'm hearing.
But then you could like be evil and good sometimes, you know? Like you're not like stuck to evil.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, fair. What? Amity, who are your 2 favorite Filipinos? There's a correct answer. What does that mean?
You skip this question.
All right, fair play. That's a loaded box there. All right, I got you.
This is so much pressure.
Hey, relax, all right? And, I'm going to throw on my hat. I'm Filipino as well, but hey, it's fine. It's fine.
That's
insane.
Why I'm not saying anything.
All right. It's okay. Nina would have answered the question, but it's fine. I could read this. I'm stupid. All right. This one is asked every show. It's a loaded question. If you need a better way of asking it, I got you. But the what they're saying is, who was your favorite mod?
Oh God, my favorite mod. I hate you guys. I hate all of you guys. Why would you ask me this? Oh my God. Okay. Let me think. I hate this question.
I know. The revised version I have is like, who does the most behind the scenes?
Oh, EJ.
There you go. That makes
EJ does so much. EJ does so much for me.
Mm-hmm. Makes the soundboard with you saying certain things and all that jazz.
Who told you?
While you were on bathroom break, EJ told me, because he's like, Moms, I swear it was a job. I wasn't just doing this for whatever stuff. I was like, hi, EJ, I believe you. All right. Fair play. This one, more of a serious tone here. This one's asking, how do you cope with those really low bad days? How do you cope with bad days?
Oh, okay. So usually it's hard because I'm barely like learning how to cope with things, but some days I will literally let myself feel everything and just stay in bed. But I've learned that that's like not the best for me. Like just like sleeping and just not doing anything is not that good for me. So I will talk my feelings out either like on camera or journal it. Just so I could like try to find words to explain how I'm feeling and get the feelings out there. But recently I've learned that there's probably a reason I'm feeling that way. So I'll talk to somebody about it and like get to the bottom of it, and it'll usually, that's the most helpful, but it just depends if I feel like talking about it.
Yeah. I like that though. That's a healthy way of processing, whether that be traumas or just even just shit that's bothering you. It's such a great way to get it out there. This one just reads out, again, for some of the Twitter ones. As someone who followed you yesterday, I've never seen a stream other than this interview, and you seem really interesting, and your community is great. With that being said, what do you think is the thing that makes you most unique on a vast platform? Also, is Trickster hot, yes or no? Those are the 2 questions on that. All right, Trickster's not, all right?
Okay, Trickster's hot, but he's annoying.
All right, Trickster's hot and annoying. Fair play. You'll have to live with that one. And what makes you unique?
I think how genuine I'm willing to be. Yeah. Also, I am a weird person who just thinks that slashers and like scary shit is really sexy.
I started getting the vibe that people fuck like that because of the whole like what is it called? You ever play Valorant? You familiar with the game? Everyone in the some of the everyone talks about Omen, the scary character with no face, being like obsessed with him, and that's where I started to think. I think a lot of people have that, or similar to the Scream guy that you have a crush with. It has that same vibe. I don't know, the mysterious, the I might get you kind of whatever. There's a certain appeal to that. So I'm not
exactly.
I don't think you're too out of pocket with that claim. You saw Amity's main Twitter, but can we talk about Amity's film Twitter? What's your film Twitter all about? Tell us about that.
It's kind of a place where I just Zach.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
It's a place where I just go to. It's honestly fangirl. I fangirl about actors, new movies that are coming out, new shows. I just talk about literally, like, I'll talk about Timothy Chalamet for, like, 3 tweets in a row. It's
What
like a spam film Twitter.
What's the most recent film you watched?
What did I watch recently? Oh, it was Halloween Kills.
Mm-hmm. Yay, nay, how'd it go?
I did not like it.
No. All right. Fair play. Fair play.
Nope.
When are you going to play League of Legends with Nina?
Never. I will never. You will never catch me in that lobby. Nope.
Oh my gosh. Why? What's wrong? Is it purely the League shit, or is it just...
It's League. If she wants to play Dead by Daylight, I'm down.
Mhm.
But League, no,
Not
thank you.
Fair. All right. Someone here wants to give you some love. It says, just want to say thank you for everything you do. You constantly make me smile and feel better. You're incredible and so inspiring. I can't wait to see where you go next. You got this, Dark Angel. So proud of you. And that's Kira. That's from Kira.
That's
there.
so sweet. Thank you, Kiara. That's so nice.
And let's give a quick thank you to Zach Digital. Thank you so much for the raid. All those from Zach's community. Welcome to an episode of Inside the Streamer Studio. Today's guest we have here is AmityAven, and we're here in the community questions part. We're getting to as many as we can possible. Again, appreciate the raid from there. This one reads out, all right. What? Can you please sing your part in Swaggy Love, please?
Oh my God, no. I have a song with Nina called Swaggy Love. I'm not going to sing
Where's the song? Is it on YouTube? Is it on SoundCloud? Where can we find this?
Where is it? Yogi should know where it is. Every time I try to look for it on YouTube, I can never find it.
Mm-hmm.
Yogi.
Get that. I need that. Put that in there. Okay. I'll find it. We'll find it on YouTube. What do we got here? Okay, I can't. These are very self-serving. A lot of this is going. Who's the most? Let me show you why one of them self-serving. He's like, who's the most handsome beard in your community? What do you want me to do with that? What do you want me to do with this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds like.
Our favorite organ on the human body. You're coming. Honestly, some of the best. This is a good change of pace. I love this. Let me see. Okay, here's a serious one. How have you changed as a person in the past 5 to 10 years?
How have I changed as a person? 5 to 10 years. I think, I was really reckless with people's emotions 5 to 10 years ago. Oh, absolutely. I've become so empathetic, I think.
In what regard? Like what changed? Why were you so reckless back then to where you are now?
I was just like, I would focus on myself and do whatever I wanted, and if it made somebody mad, I would literally, like, to the point where if I was bored, I would like start shit in my friend group.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah. But now I'm like, why would I do that?
Out of nowhere, everyone's living happily, and you're just like, hey, honestly, Caitlin over here, fucking asshole. All right. You didn't hear it from me though. You didn't hear it. Yeah.
Yeah. She was flirting with your boyfriend, I think.
Yeah. But hey, that just because we're such close friends, I would tell you that. But yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? You might be built for that show. All right, never mind. You built for a little bit of that Gandhi shit and all the lover host shit. You're keeping it interesting there.
Why did I have to mature when I got on Gone Dogs?
Suddenly you're like, we can all just be, here. It's fine. No one's got to be an asshole to each other.
Literally, yeah.
It's better. It's better. I got 4 more for you. All right, 4 more for you here, and I'll let you off the hook. First one here is a little exercise they want for you. They say, fun date, only $20. I'm sorry. Describe and go. What would be a fun date for only $20 in your eyes, Amity?
I am a really huge fan of driving around and talking. Like just driving around the city, drinking, literally just getting coffee and like driving around and just like talking about life and like getting to know each other. That's my favorite thing to do.
Mm-hmm. I like that. All right. And you have so much more money too. Coffee's like 2 cups of coffee. That's maybe $8, maybe 10. I don't know. It depends on tip. You got a whole other $10. I don't know what you're going to do with that, but maybe
get some ice cream later.
Wine. Okay, that's fair too. I was going to go bottle wine, fair play. Ice cream later. That goes too. Solid. That's a solid day idea. I love that. What inspires you, or what or who inspires you to better yourself?
Hmm. Uh, I feel like there's one person that stands out a lot, but I'm not gonna call them out. I won't
Okay.
call them out. Instead, I will say, along with that person, it's EJ for sure.
Yeah.
Actually, I love EJ. Like, I don't know. It's just he's such a wise person, and he always does what's right. Like, even if it fucking bothers him, like he does what's right, and
Mm,
takes care of himself. And I love EJ. Yeah, probably
wow.
EJ.
I love that. It's awesome. What is the most uh, important childhood memory that stuck out with you throughout your life? Give us a childhood memory that stuck out to you.
Mm, a childhood memory. Oh, I used to go with my grandpa and my cousin to the park all the time. And
Hmm.
I think like I just have a bunch of separate memories of us at the park. And those were like my favorite days. Like we would just climb everything, like just talk about my grandpa. Cause my grandpa he was a gangster. He was like this super traditional Mexican gangster. And he would just tell us stories. Like I miss those days so much. Those were
Yeah.
my favorite days.
Yeah. That's first of all, you're giving me your grandpa's a gangster, your dad's a detective. You just again, you can't make this up. This is just there's so much going on here. I also love that. I love that your grandpa was a gangster. That's sick. I will throw in my own story there too, but I don't want to. We don't.
You
This
can. Oh my
this
god, did you
show.
have a gangster in your family?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's more of like Filipino gangs. I don't know how to describe this to you, but it's just a little bit. It's so when you hang out with someone that has that gangster energy or that history, the confidence, the swagger. It's not swagger. There's a certain old school swagger that I just.
Oh, yeah.
That's where I get my, I would say, confidence and borderline persona from was my grandpa. Same thing. Where I was
Mhm.
just like, I
Yeah.
love that attitude. You just fucking. There was one time he was so old, he had a little bit of driblets of pee on his pants. He didn't give a fuck. He was just walking down the street, didn't care. I
Oh,
was
what
like,
the heck?
yeah. I was like, how do you do that? I would be so embarrassed, but yeah, it is what it is there.
No. I it's like they carry themselves in a certain way, you
Hmm.
know? Like, they, like, have so much pride in themselves, and it shows, you know?
Yeah, and they command the room's respect naturally.
Oh, yeah.
It's so cool. It's cool to
Yeah.
watch. One last one here. It says, "Hey Amity, I love your story and your personality even more. Your community is so amazing. It's like talking to old friends, and they are so welcoming and funny. I can't wait to join this amazing community when you start streaming again.
Oh.
Also, I might have to take my follow back because you watch Maury, and it reminds me of when my mom would yell at the TV watching Maury while I was trying to sleep."
Oh, no. Wait, come on, that's, like, nostalgia,
Yeah.
though. Come on.
Give her one shot. You got one stream, Amity, all right? You got one stream to win this person back. I don't know who it is. All of these were anonymous, but you got one shot, all right? And you said possibly next Monday you return, right?
Yes, yes.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Well, I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see that.
Me too.
But that's the show. That's everything. You did it. Well, there's one last part, all right, but we'll get to that in just a bit. Here's the thing, Amity. Much like anything in life, nothing is free, and so I need two things from you. All right?
Oh,
Just two
okay.
things. First one
Okay.
is, do you have the stream open right now?
Yes.
Can you go on the back end, the viewer list, and choose a name? Any name that isn't myself, a mod, or a VIP.
Yes.
What's the name?
I'm gonna choose Hey Yogi.
Hey Yogi. And how did you come to this really? Do you know Hey Yogi? Is this or
I
what?
do I do know Yogi. Yogi used to mod for me.
Mhm. All right. Well,
He was the love of my life, moms.
oh
That
my
one right there.
goodness. How'd this one get away?
I don't know, moms. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Well, Yogi, all right. You got away from them, but here you won VIP. So just like that, it's as easy as that. However, I only have 5 VIPs, and Amity, you're gonna choose one of them that's losing it right here, right now. All right, live.
What?
It says it. Yeah, I mean, what? 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 It's not. What? All right, that's what they get. That's That's what they get. and this is your privilege to do so. I'm gonna put it in the chat. I'm gonna put it twice here. We got Valen Globe, Artist Jupiter, Cassie Froggy, Kayla Young, and Black Diamond 83. I know Veiling and Cassie were here. Oh, Cassie Froggy's name actually changed, so I'll have to figure that out afterwards. To Fairy Froggy, I see that there. But which one of those 5 is losing their VIP here tonight?
Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna say. Oh my god, I feel the pressure.
It's
I
okay.
feel it on me.
It's okay. I'll take the heat. I promise.
Okay, I want to say Kaylee because I haven't seen her in chat.
Kaylee. Wow.
Please tell me she wasn't in chat, guys. Please tell me.
You were using your lover host strats right there. I could feel it. You were. This is. Listen, Kaylee. All right, I heard what you said. I heard that comment. You're out of here, big notch. All right, Kaylee. I'm sorry, but your time as VIP is up. I mean, you can win it all over again. Who knows? Just show up. But I'll replace that after the show is over. All right. One last thing I need from you, Amity. One last thing, and then we'll lean over to the last part of the show, and it's this. I'm always looking for new creators to have on the show to talk to and learn about their lives, both online and off. But I always, when I have a guest on here, and I trust their opinion. Okay, I trust you. Who is someone that you would like to watch go through the ringer with me at the exact same experience as you and talk about their life, both online and off?
Can I give 2 people?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead. No problem. I got you. Give me 2.
Okay, I have 2 super consistent content creators who I will watch their stream from start to finish, and they deserve more,
Mm-hmm.
and they're awesome. They're amazing people. So one of them is gonna be Rupa. I love Rupa to death, and then the other one is Squala, because they're both just I love them so much.
All right, you got it. Rupa, Squala. I will add them to my spreadsheet list. I'll check out their stuff, and I'll reach out accordingly when that time comes. All right, perfect. It's as easy as that. That was the 2 hardest things on top of the clips and whatever shit we did at the beginning of the show. But we're leading into the last part of this show here, and I will say this. All right, Amity. This show, Inside the Streamer Studio, was inspired by a 90s television show called Inside the Actor Studio. All right. And this host and professor named James Lipton would bring on actors, actresses, and entertainers into his classroom and auditorium. And there he would have these long-form interviews. He'd talk about their upbringing, their education, eventually culminating into their work in the big screen and in media. And so I was inspired by that during COVID. And I've been on this journey of just finding people here on this platform and learning about their lives. As an homage to him, who sadly passed away about 2 years ago, he ended all of his shows for 23 years. He ended all of his shows the exact same way and we're going to be doing the same thing here tonight. He asked every one of his guests the same 10 questions. All right?
Okay.
There's only 3 rules to this segment. The first part is that you have to answer every one of the questions. No exceptions. They're easy, I promise. Okay? Number 2 is that I'm going to be quiet during this part of the show. I'm going to read you the question. You're going to answer it. I'm going to give a moment of silence so I know you're finished, and then I'll read you the next question.
Okay.
The last part of this is simple. All right? The third rule is that you got to keep your answer within one thought. So not one paragraph, not one word, just one sentence will do. That's it.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
After that, I will give you the final word to whatever you'd like to say to everyone watching here and live on Twitch, in the future on YouTube and all that jazz. And I'll DM you after the show. We'll go our separate ways. All right?
Okay. Perfect.
All right. You ready, Amity?
Yes.
All right. Question 1. What is your favorite word?
My favorite word is sweetness. Can I explain or
What is your least favorite word?
My least favorite word is yeet.
What turns you on?
Being scared.
What turns you off?
Rude people.
What sound or noise do you love?
I love the sound of uh this is funny, TV static.
What sound or noise do you hate?
Uh Trains.
What is your favorite curse word?
My favorite curse word is probably bitch.
What profession, other than your own, would you like to attempt?
I've always thought about being a mortician.
What profession would you not like to do?
um I would never be a teacher.
And lastly, Amity, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Mm. I think I would just want him to say that everyone you love is here. And that's
I love that.
it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Amity Evans. Amity, you did it. There it is. That's the show. That's the whole thing. I always feel like a nurse giving a shot when I like a flu shot and then giving like a round of applause afterwards. You killed it. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for your time. Let me say this before I give you the final words. Amity, you real recognize real on this one. All right. You were such an easy person to talk to, but most of all, the authenticity of you just speaking your story and your takes and your crazy stories like Left in Baltimore and all that shit. I deeply appreciate it so much. And I could see why so many have said the same. With Nina, with Andy, they both vouch so hard, and it's come full circle. It makes full sense why you're so loved, not just by them, but by your community and all those around you. And so I will say this: I'm excited to see where you go. I'm excited for your return this Monday and to see whether it be the content or even just the person continue to grow and continue to create here, because there has been an empty space, and hopefully you are the one to be filling it. All right. So thank you so much for your time. But what would you like to say to all those watching live here on Twitch, in the future on YouTube, or listening on Spotify?
Oh my god. I think I have to thank everybody for being around like through my break. This like it's still so insane to me. Like thank you for sticking with me and believing in me and waiting for me to come back. It's so crazy, and thank you for supporting me. Like I love you guys so much, and I promise you we're in this together. And I say this all the time, but we're really in this together. Like there's no me without you guys. You know, like it's really us in this. So I'm excited for our future.
I love that. I love that. Join her on this journey, all right? And make sure you're
Yeah.
along for all the rides. I swear, you better be commissioning some paintings, all right? Because that's that. I've been looking for an artist. I've been looking for a cool piece to add here. I might be
Oh my
moving a couple months, but I would love to add some artwork, man. That's so sick. I love what you had there. But Go ahead, get some rest, get some hot water, food, whatever it may be. I'll DM you after the show. Again, thank you so much. You have an open invite to the other stuff too, and we'll keep in touch about that. Of course. But you take care, all right? Get better. Hopefully you feel better soon, all right?
I will. Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. I had so much fun.
Oh, no. Of course. It's a pleasure. Bye. See ya. Have a good one.